Ashenda Firemyst. If you want to go check her out, she's also, I will share it in my Discord for all of you to be able to find it easier. Oops, that was loud, sorry. Ooh. Forget, my phone's on.
I've done
oh, you're almost to 100 subs. That's awesome.
I know, I was like, oh my god.
Those subs don't really mean anything. Shh.
Not
don't
really.
tell them. Don't tell them that. Only the ones that count mean anything. Most don't mean anything. I've got 300 and I see 1% of mine on my streams. So on the average, 3 to 5 people will show up. But that's really good. As far as YouTube goes, if you get a 1 to 10%, that's the standard. 10% is the top, 1% is the average. So
and I've got the Epic Raccoon saying, hi, Graham.
Hey, Epic. Epic Raccoon and I were chatting the other day in Cobra's stream, I think. I told him to tell you to say, hope you felt better.
Oh, well, thank you.
Yeah, it was in Cobra's stream, so I pop in. Constantly pop in.
I try to get into Cobra's, but he's always just at a time where I'm usually spending time with the hubby.
Right. Well, and the thing is that I have, as a patron, I get to jump right in. I don't have to stand in a waiting line, so I just take advantage of that.
One of these days I'll start being able to do that. One of these days.
Well, I'm just on a limited budget. I only have 3 patrons, so it's just, it is what it is.
Exactly.
It's not. Alone amidst the stars. Yeah, whatever. Once you used to be much more alone in the stars. Now you're not so alone. So what is it that you do in No Man's Sky?
I usually explore a lot. I personally like the exploring aspect of it. I will do missions, like if I need a lot of nanites or if it's got particular technology that I need, like my flora.
Yeah.
Analyzer, which I just got. But otherwise, it's exploring.
Do you do it in normal?
Yeah. Just because creative gets too boring.
Sometimes,
because it's got too. There's no risk to it. Very little risk to it. I still like the risk. I still like having to gather materials.
So Pippin, how are you? I'm streaming with Ash today. She is a friend of Semtex. That's how I found her, was through Semtex and Sword. I think it was Semtex who came and talked about you on Cobra TV, and we all did a raid from Cobra TV to you. Pippin Plays is my Canadian Geknip Gang brother. I'm playing in normal. Pippin, I'm doing the story mode again. Hopefully. Maybe. If I don't, I already died twice, so.
Wow.
It's what I usually do is die. I die a lot. On my YouTube channel is old people play video games and die a lot, but it's still fun, so come try it.
Absolutely. You can get a ton of nanites just exploring too. Yes, you can, Caleb.
So, Pippin, you should
go
check out Ash's channel.
Yeah, it's
I'm in a lot of pain today, Pippin. I'm sorry. I'd like to say I'm okay. I used to just say okay when people would ask me how I am, and now, but then they wouldn't understand why I was sick or not working or stuff like that. So now I just tell people, I'm in a lot of pain today. I'm in okay pain. I'm in a little amount of pain. It's just how it goes. So, I need some plutonium, probably. I'm on a planet that's extremely radioactive. Radioactive. And Ash is playing in normal, and she's exploring. Now, see, I explore in creative. So, But I do like to play normal every once in a while because I enjoy the mining part of it.
Yeah, that's part of it.
I don't have enough patience to find all the animals.
I do find all the animals, but that's because I've got the scanner. Unless I get too frustrated and then I just say, you know what?
I shared her in my Discord, Pippin. It's in my Take a Chance on Me Discord. So if you go there into that room, the link is there. Are you a mod on here, Pippin? I don't remember if you're a mod or not. You should be a mod, but if you're not, I'll fix that. 'Cause you should be a mod, though.
Raccoon said he thought of that song, too.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks for the 300. Yeah, thank you, Pippin. I had Pineapple. Somebody messaged me and told me he was my 300th sub. I was like, really? Oh, thanks.
That's pretty cool.
No, are you, Pippin, are you, hang on. You're gonna make me look now, aren't you? You're gonna make me look. Gonna make me look. Good thing I'm sitting in my, let's see. Channel. So what is your plan for today? In your...
right now I'm just, I just got to the star system that I'm at, so I want to really check it out.
Okay,
Pippin.
You're a mod. So Pippin, you're a mod on my YouTube channel. Though it looks like you popped out and popped in. Just go ahead and share it on the Discord. Share it on YouTube for me from the Discord. Of course, I suppose I could too, since I was just there. Well, I have a list of people I'm gonna. Pippin showed up on yours. I have a list of names I got put in my Nightbot, and I'll put yours in my Nightbot, and then when people want to know, we'll be able to tell them.
Awesome, thank you. Yeah, Caleb, I agree. I think exploring is half the fun. And thank you, Pippin, for coming to join me.
She has a really nice voice, Pippin. Much sweeter than mine.
I think your voice is
Mine
nice.
sounds like a Grammy. My grandson told me that. You have a granny voice. I said, well, it's a good thing I'm your grandma, huh? And he was like, no, you're my Izzy mom, because that's what he calls me. I'm Izzy mom. Based on Digimon.
Oh.
Izzy mom evolves into Grandmon. I happen to like Digimon better than Pokemon. Oh, somebody's gonna throw something at me for that.
I won't, I promise.
Incoming.
I never got into either one of them, so.
Well, yeah, Digimon just because I watched it with my daughter. Pokemon I could never sit down and watch for very long. My son has watched it, my daughter watched it, my grandson won't watch it. He's the only one in the house so far that doesn't watch Pokemon besides me. Okay, so what do we have to do here? Raise your... Oh, I gotta go to... I have to leave this planet. I get it. I have to go away. Back to the space station. And find more Kovacs. I need one more Kovacs. Let's see. Will they let me do it here?
Right,
oh,
yeah.
Crash ship. Oh, we have to go see the crashed ship because you know me. I'm constantly building ships from crashed ones. So now I've gotten preoccupied with something else again. That's my brain. It just backs around.
Mine does that too.
Thank you, Pippin. You put your... So we both put it in, but now you're in there.
Awesome. Here's a tip when buying a freighter. When you buy the freighter, it will take on the color of the ship you boarded it with when you reload. Oh!
Really? I didn't know that.
I didn't either. Well, thank you, Caleb.
Is that new? I feel like that's new. but maybe not. I don't remember. Well, the problem with me is I'm constantly... You've never bought a freighter, and I'm constantly switching things out. I don't have one in this normal save, so I don't know. I'm gonna go look at this crashed ship now. We're gonna
oh, this one's got a lot of fauna.
Probably have something that wants to eat you. Be careful.
Probably. That would be my luck.
So, how long have you been playing No Man's Sky? Because we all have to ask. It's always a curiosity.
Right. Since launch. I'm one of those that drift from game to game.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll play it for a while, and then I'll switch to another game, and then I'll switch to another game, and then I'll switch to another game. Like tomorrow, because I also play Warframe, which is what I've been doing for the past couple of days.
That's alright. I played Warframe for a while, and then I just stopped playing it, so I wiped it off my dashboard. I still have it, but I just stopped playing it for a while. I had a lot of people that were all like, come play Warframe, and I did, and then nobody was there to play Warframe, and I was like, well, it's a lot to do in Warframe.
Well, they've got a new update coming out.
I heard that.
Tomorrow, as a matter of fact, I hope.
Hey, Sav Jazz.
If it comes out tomorrow, I plan on streaming it.
Oh, I'll have to check and see how it looks if I'm up and about. Tomorrow I stream Ark in the morning. So.
Okay.
So I know about drifting from game to game because I play No Man's Sky, I play Ark, I play Conan Exiles, I play Fortnite, much to the charade of everybody going, I'm so bored with that game. I'm like, not me. I don't know what to tell you guys. Of course, I don't play it like everybody else does.
Sword and Semtech have been playing Fortnite.
Yeah.
You should join them sometime.
Yeah, I saw them. I told them I would, but they play because of the time frames. You know, their time frames are so... I usually play Conan in the evening time if I'm up to it or I'm doing animation. Savjaz, I heard this rumor that you're going to be streaming Ark today. Because he was streaming... He had a new game he was playing, some computer conquering space game. So I watched that for a little bit. I play Destiny. I play Horizon Zero Dawn.
I've seen Horizon Zero Dawn. I used to play, whatchamacallit, Destiny, but I didn't like Destiny 2 as much.
I don't have Destiny 2. I just, when it came up to what to buy, all my Geknip Gang people said, don't buy it till September when all the DLC comes out in one big whack. I said, okay.
Trust me, the DLC has... It's really been bad.
Yeah, that's what they say. But they're all playing it right now, a bunch of them. I play Destiny 1. Whoever pops in, pops in.
I don't mind Destiny
yeah.
1.
See, that's what I
love Destiny 1.
Yeah. I like it. It's my, if I want to go and shoot some things, that's the game I play. I don't play Fortnite to shoot things. I play Fortnite to collect stuff. I find, and do the week's challenges. That's, because those are a challenge for me at any point. That's what I told Chris Savjaz, that you were going to do that, but you had that new game coming out. So how's that game going? I'm streaming with Ash. If you go up through the chat a little bit more, there's her channel link if you want to check her out and say hi. He don't really watch a lot of No Man's Sky stuff though.
I understand that. Destiny was too repetitive for you, Caleb? Yeah, I totally get that. For me, I enjoyed it, playing with my husband, playing with some friends, but, you know... First person. I enjoy first person like this, like, real slow. That's why actually I do. I walk so much. I hear it all the time. You walk so much. You don't run. You don't use the melee. It's like, no, I like to walk. And no, yes, I listened to the fourth audio, and it's supposed to. I think deciphered it was dropping in, or someone has joined or something like that.
All right, so I've got a ship that looks exactly like the ship I have, right? Both are explorers. They're the exact same ship, but one's a B class, and the new one I just found is an A class. And I am forever repairing ships and going from, finding crash ships and going from one ship to the next. So I have to say that this stream is possibly going to be about me getting this new A ship and repairing it instead of finishing the story theme, because it's got 29 slots compared to my 25 slots. Though, of course, it's the same amount. Is it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, I have to repair the same amount. 10. Oh no, this one's a little more. 2 more, 12. So I have to tell you, I'm gonna do it. So that's what this stream will be. It'll be about fixing, because I just did where I fixed all this ship on another system. But you know what?
Oh my gosh.
I'm horribly bad for this. When I first played, at launch, I crashed a ship in between. It's a glitch. I can find every glitch in the world, the most bizarre one. So
yeah, I've heard of quite a few.
Not working for you? It's not working for you? No, I have it in my Discord, Savjazz, too. He says the link I just posted isn't working for him to get to you. Let me see if I can do it again. Because he'll pop in and say hi, so. Weird how it's not
if he just goes to YouTube and searches Ashenda Firemyst, he'll come right to me.
I know, but Savjazz likes it to be easy. He's a Canadian. He wants it easy. Oh wait, that's the American.
That wasn't nice.
That's the American.
That wasn't nice.
He said he'd be right back. He knows I love him. I love all my Canadians. They like it easy. They tell me that. But I think that we like it more. All right, so I'm exchanging this now. I'm going to do it. Because I'm a winkadink.
Oh, Caleb68 says, I think it's a glitch, but if you go through a portal ship, repair is 1K per slot.
That's what I heard, too. I just haven't done it.
I've heard it too, and yeah, I haven't done it because I don't have all the glyphs, so.
I forgot to put gamer checks in my title. That shows you how dumb I am. It's
okay. It's okay. I did it for us, so it's okay. I had to look it up. I'm sitting there. Okay. Up. What did we agree on? I couldn't remember.
That's right. Yeah. No, because we were talking about that's what we wanted to do. I'm standing here in the storm. Okay. I'm exchanging that in just a minute, guys. But I got to get back in here because there's a horrible storm coming. So, Savjazz, if you come back, maybe you can put a non-broken link in.
It's a known bug, Raccoon. I don't think Grandmie's going to be able to fix it.
What's he talking about? Me jumping through the ship?
No. Raccoon has a bug. He missed somehow. The Atlas didn't give him one of the seeds. One of the Atlas seeds.
Yeah.
And now he can't proceed with the Atlas with the Atlas quest because he's missing one of the seeds.
That sucks. You know,
That's
my
what I
answer
said.
to that is start it over. I know it's a pain, but that's how
That's what I
whenever
said.
something doesn't work for me, I'm just like, screw it. I'm going to start over. If you like the
That's
game
what I-
enough. If you don't like the game enough, then obviously you
Yeah.
probably wouldn't do that, but...
Right, that's kind of a.
So you have to decide. Because I know a lot of people, when the ARG first came around, and they were all doing different stuff with the ARG, and they were all very excited about it, and they'd put a lot of hours in it and everything. And then when Waking Titan popped through, none of their saves were usable. And they were like, I'm not playing the game. And they just walked away from the game. They never played it again because they couldn't get it to come up. So, I mean, that just... It is what it is.
Hi, Jazz.
Did he show up?
Yeah.
Yay!
Welcome.
She's trying really hard to get to 100 subs.
There we go. A few hoops and bam, 100 subs. Congrats.
Yep, see, there you go. Whoop, 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 whoop. We all know people
No
that can
kidding.
help you. We all know people.
Absolutely.
So now when you have one person in your stream, you've hit your 1%, which is YouTube's average. Okay, guys, so... Come on,
Nope,
I'm gonna
stay away
trade
from
this.
me, stupid.
I'm trading.
Stay away from me.
Yay, good job, Savjaz, thanks. And by the way, I didn't mean it to sound as mean as saying Canadians like it easy.
I
I think that it'd be a great shirt, though. Savjaz, you could sell it on your Patreon thing. Canadians
There you
like
go.
it easy. Okay, Savjaz, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna spend my time here fixing this ship now on a toxic planet. We could even do it in gray for you.
There you go.
Gray is his favorite color of t-shirts.
Yeah.
I could tie-dye you a gray shirt. We could do gray and purple, in fact. I have tie-dyed gray shirts with purple cracks through it.
That would be cool.
I'm the little artist thing. Alright, guess what? We now have a new ship, which we have to rename. And it's broken. Because, hey, that's what I like to do in this thing, is build crash ships. Savjaz is one of my
Apparently.
favorite people to watch, so I have to always say, in a shout-out, check out Savjaz21 and Pippin.
Ah, cool. I'll have to go and sub to their channels because I'm going to have to watch them.
Oh. They play a lot of, I don't know what Pippin's playing right now. He did do some No Man's Sky. They just had a cage match. Was it Saturday? They had a cage match. The Geknip Gang had a cage match with Pippin Plays and Mick. So, no, today's Monday. Yeah, but I think they did it Saturday. Sorry, my son's talking to me too.
That's alright.
But Savjaz doesn't do No Man's Sky. He does Ark and a new game. You should say what the new game is. Something Conquerors. And what else? What else do you do?
He says, no, I
Conan.
just do boring stuff.
He likes you to think that, but he's my OBS mentor. So you gotta check out Savjaz. Gotta check out the Geknip Gang. Any of you guys that are also doing Cobra. Because
of course.
we're friendly with everybody. But it's a gaming channel, so you can chat about games. My Discord is an art channel. So we talk about
I saw
art.
that.
That's what we
I've
talk
got
about.
Command and Conquer. Hey, don't diss Command and Conquer.
See?
I
There you
grew
go.
up playing Command and Conquer.
Wait, that'll make Savjaz old. You old, Savjaz.
I played the original Command and Conquer to the new ones.
See, there you go. He got it as a gift from Archie. It's on computer. His computer. He's
Yeah.
playing on his computer.
Yeah, no, I played the original Command and Conquer. I used to help. Yeah, the original was a whole lot of fun. I used to help my dad strategize in the original. It was so much fun.
I'd like to tell you guys that I played these spectacular computer games when I was on the computer, but my favorite game on the computer, my two favorite ones were The Island and Chips Challenge. That's what I played.
You know, I can't say that I remember The Island.
The Island was a little, it would have been what you would call a mobile game, but before mobile games. And it was on the
Right.
it was on the computer, and you were God, and you had this island, and you had to breed people, and they had to build things. It's a a survival thing, but you had to keep track of everybody, because if you weren't keeping track, they were either dying or not making enough babies, and then you'd have like one or two. It's kind of like Sims Island game, but it was these itty bitty little guys on the computer. And then as mobile games just started becoming very popular, they transferred it over to a mobile app, and it didn't do as well. It was in Facebook for a while, but it was a game that started because I followed Chips Challenge, and every time people made a new Chips Challenge, I was there. And that people would say, oh, try this game or try that one. And I just got very addicted to that game and would play it as much as possible. I'm going to need a dynamic resonator now. Oh, I got to go get iron. Iron's what we need. You were going to say Atari Pong. I played Atari Pong when I was 16. The chick that I hung out with, it was my best buddy at the time. Her mom was into electronics like you wouldn't believe. She had one of those big giant combat discs that played the movies. And so, no, not combat, compact. Go away. You're picking on my wording again. My mouth's not working. And so I get this call to come over, and we were going to do a night sleep over, and she's like, guess what my mom bought me? And we played Pong all night. Pong and Space Invaders. So.
Don't feel bad. We had an Atari too.
I don't feel bad. I think Atari's kind of fun. We'd all go to the mall, though, when I was 15, 16, and play the same games on the videos at the video arcade. Pinballs.
So Raccoon says, hey Ash, Revolver is becoming free for PS4. I don't even know what Revolver is, I'm afraid to say.
I don't either.
That's what I found.
I don't know, but I lost my ship again.
That's what I found.
You think you played the original when you were 3, Jazz? This game gives me asteroids flashbacks.
Which corn tortillas? Which corn tortillas? What the heck is... Oh, it's a space station. I lost my ship. Where the hell did it go? And I'm on a toxic planet. I lose my ship all the time.
Oh, that's not good.
It's a new
love
ship,
the fact
so
that you can
it's
summon your ship.
Oh, there it is. Yep. I was so happy when I came back. See, I started playing in August. Right after launch, I played No Man's Sky because the gentleman that was living with us, my grandson's father, he's all like, plops this disc down in front of me and says, you got to go play this. I'll let you borrow the PlayStation because I know how you are. And I said, cool. So I started playing it, and I found all the glitches. As I was saying, I crashed between... Remember those floating islands? I got I landed on one, and then my ship literally melted down through and got stuck between two. And crashed it. And I was like, oh, I think I broke the game because it was either restart over, and then I was like, oh, there's a crashed ship. So I trekked the whole planet. It was an ice planet. I swam through the cold water, drowned myself quite a few times, and got me a new ship. And after that, I've always now done crashed ships. So I'm like, hey, I like doing that. But you get stuck on that planet, so it's like, well... we're gonna get stuck on the planet now. We're gonna have to do this. But I'm pretty good at repairing them. I just can't do it in survival as fast as I would like. Hey, J-Spot, how are you?
I've tried that. Caleb, yes, I have mined much Thanium 9 from asteroids. That's usually when my Thanium starts to drop, it's like, okay, time to go and try to go up to asteroids.
I'm gonna die!
No, not again.
Yep, it's the little rust buckets. I pissed them off. Can't, like, not piss them off. I'm gonna sit here now and look at you. Because you're just brats. I can't leave because I'm in a broken ship, so I'm just gonna have to wait till my shield goes back to being a shield. See, though, I did get.
I saw birdies.
I do have
Where
that.
are them?
J-Spot says, my first memory of a video game was E.T. And of course, Sad Jazz said Pong. But Sad Jazz is an old man.
I said, I am so sorry that your first memory of a video game happened to be one of the worst in console history.
Well, he must have liked it, maybe. Oh. Did you like it, J-Spot? Did you like E.T.? What was my... we talked about that. What my first console game was Final Fantasy. For the Nintendo.
I knew some people who played...
That was what it was. But then I was taking programming classes in the early 90s. I was pregnant with my daughter in 1991. Oh, you guys didn't leave. Really? Here. You know what? Let's just blow you up.
I forget,
Maybe
Raccoon,
not.
you're only 17, so you have no idea what I'm talking about.
I'm only 17. Isn't there a song?
Yeah.
What's that song that's in, he said it was magical. J-Spot liked E.T.
Oh, hey, there are some people who did like it, but I know a lot of people returned it.
Well, a lot of people return No Man's Sky, too. There's no taste for some people. Some people just don't have a taste. They don't understand. They don't understand, dogs. Stop, you're alright. Sorry, little dog.
Oh, I hear
little
puppies.
dog.
I have a puppy. She's just behaving for a change.
Oh. Well, this one has
Because Daddy's home.
an addiction to rubbing on the furniture on her backside, and we've put every known cream, both prescribed and not subscribed, on her, and she still does it, and she sounds like she's in horrible pain, but I'm kind of thinking maybe not. So Jason said it blew his mind that he was controlling something on the screen. He was like 4 or 5. Well, at 4 or 5, I would imagine. But if you ever listen to my grandson, he's like, I don't know, weird. He said, Mike Young says they buried, I think, over 500,000 ETs. That's what Ash was saying. So Mike Young and J-Spot, Ash is also streaming with me. If you guys want to pop over there and take a look, she's playing No Man's Sky much better than I'm playing No Man's Sky. Hey, Kendall, how are you? Kendall Southwick may have already known about Ash. It's in my Discord. I keep putting her link up here, but it just keeps not staying. If anybody else wants to put the link up, go ahead. I'm waiting for
Geeky Pikachu.
Go away. Go away, you ugly thing. I don't like you, you and your red eyes.
And Caleb, you're not, just because you know what, you're not an old fart.
I don't know. What we can figure out who's the old fart. I'm gonna be 53 in August. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Come here. You're pissed. No. Okay, I'm gonna die here, guys. Oh, I guess not. I guess I'm good. No, I don't want to be there. I don't want, no. I gotta reload. Somebody to remind me to do that. I don't know why the little voice that tells you everything else in the world can't say, oh, by the way, reload. Wait, I got another one?
I can't remind you to reload because I don't know when you need to reload.
I know, but you know that voice that says, depletion and storm and everything else coming? Why doesn't it tell you have to reload? It's just a sign in the middle of the thing. I killed them all. They're all dead.
Yay!
And I almost died.
No dying, you hear? And have I ever heard of a hurdy-gurdy?
I've heard of the term, hurdy-gurdy.
I've heard the term.
Does he have a hurdy-gurdy?
I have no idea.
Does he want one? Mikey's the oldest. I think Mike Young is the oldest. Mike Young, are you the oldest? I can't remember. I know that you're either around my age or older. It's Mikey, the oldest. Are you the oldest Mike, though, that we have? I don't know if you're the oldest. Kendall's working and I'm lurking. What's the screen name? It's Ashenda Firemyst. She said if you guys do it, it's A-S-H-E-N-D-R. No, I screwed that up. Never mind. Don't listen to me. Listen to her.
A-S-H-E-N-D-A space F-I-R-E-M-Y-S-T.
There you go. So Mike Young is the oldest in my chat. But yeah, Grover I know is older than me, and so he's 4 years older than you. And then I had another gentleman that used to come all the time who was in his 70s. But I don't know.
Wow. Hey,
As long as Grover is moving, I am young. That's true. As long as he's still alive and there, you're young. But you're always going to be young, being Mike Young, Mr. Young. Okay, guys, I found another crash ship that's exactly like my other ship, except it's an A class, so we went ahead and got it. You feel about 12? I didn't like being 12, so I couldn't tell you if that's a good thing or not.
And Raccoon says hurdy-gurdy is an instrument. I've never heard of a hurdy-gurdy that's an instrument, so...
Is it, ask him if it's like an accordion? An accordion. I don't know. I've heard of a hurdy-gurdy. Or is it that one that's it makes the accordion sounds, but you roll it, it has a crank on it, and it has a stand, and you put the stand down, and you hold it, and you crank it, and they used to have little monkeys running around with little cups. That's what I remember. I'm not sure if that's the one.
That may be what it is. That may be what it is, because it's the only thing I can think of.
He said, Mike Young says they have hurdy-gurdies in the Sea of Thieves. Well, then it must be like an accordion style thing.
I've heard of a...
J Spot's looking for Lipatru. It's a system located at the edge of the galaxy.
Epic Raccoon says yes.
Okay.
You're right.
Haha, but that's just not because I'm old. Doesn't mean I'm old. I just remember watching those shows with the monkeys. It would be probably the Marx Brothers. I remember seeing the Marx Brothers doing something where they were bugging this guy who had a hurdy-gurdy, and he was rolling around. And I remember asking my grandmother what it was, because we used to watch those together.
Aww.
Oh, inventory's full. Okay, I'll get back to you. Let's see. My inventory is full. Let's do some stuff. The big box you turn the crank on makes music. Yep, see? Which is, a hurdy-gurdy is probably related to a harpsichord. And there's another one that you cranked before that sat down that made that kind of sound. It was metal pieces that bounced on like a piano but had metal instead of wood, hammers.
Mm-hmm. Steel dulcimer?
Right. Yeah. I don't have enough money, guys, to fix my slots. So
I can't trade with you either.
Someday, maybe.
Anyways.
I gotta finish repairing this one. Too. I have a gun that's an A, too, so...
There's someone that's counting down. I saw a countdown on Twitter.
Oh, hey, Geeky Pikachu is here. Hello, Geeky Pikachu. I love your name. I will always love your name. Only accordion-sounding instrument is in the Polar Express with the old musician on the roof of the train cranking something.
Thank you, Mike Young.
Only one I can remember.
And hello, how are you doing today? Welcome to the channel.
Yeah, they'll all come and see you. So, just so you know, if you join the Geknip Gang, then people will also come and sub you and support you from the Geknip Gang. Not everybody. I mean, just ones who like No Man's Sky. And there's originally No Man's Sky was the first game that they all came together over, so quite a few of the original dudes all love No Man's Sky.
Alright.
Kiki
Well,
Pikachu.
obviously, Geknip.
Okay. Somebody asked me that. Yeah, I know. Somebody was like, what's Geknip? I said, as far as I can... I said, they all reference it as, like, marijuana, but I said, in the game, Geknip is the thing, like, catnip for the Geks. Because I like Geks. Nobody else
By the way,
likes
there's
Geks.
Geknip by Grammy's, there's Geknip cookies by Grammy's like button. So anyone in my channel wants to go over and hit her like button.
There you get cookies. You'll get cookies. You get cookies. Cookies for you. I need more cartwright seeds. More cartwright seeds. More. But now I've got places to make them. That's what I needed. Alright. Build that. It's a really boring stream, guys, because I found me another ship to play with.
You found another ship?
No, I was just telling those that already came that I have a ship.
Oh,
That's why we're just sitting here doing this, because I got me a ship. Now I gotta go find Heridium, though. I don't have enough Heridium. Guess we'll be traveling, looking for Heridium. Let's see, we want to stack these. Stack. Let's put that one there.
Yes, Epic. You has an epic name because you have epic in it.
That makes it epic?
Yeah, well, he's got epic in it.
That's interesting.
He's the epic raccoon, so he's...
I just like the epic raccoon. I just think that's a really cool name. It wouldn't matter if it was epic or not. That's just a very cool one. Okay. Oh, you're going back to work. Okay, back to work.
Yeah.
Having fun. Like unusual charge app-wise. Are you going back to work for? Don't go back to work, or are you talking about me? I should be working. I wish I could work. I keep telling people this.
Me too.
I would love to be able to work. I miss working. I worked with little kids. I loved working with them. Little crazy little kids. Really, literally crazy little children. Children who are under the spectrum of mental health issues.
Yeah.
Most of them were abandoned, that's why.
Aww.
And I would teach them how to be better citizens in the world based on how their world was. I did modification, behavior modification for little guys. Works better than with big guys. It don't work so good with adults.
Caleb68, whoa, sound crazy with both streams open. Sub to Grandmie, quick like.
Oh, thanks. I don't ask for subs, so I tell everybody else to go sub everybody else. Spend your sub on a better person. That's my motto.
Grandmie, you are a better person.
I am a better person, but that's not... Hey, Peter, how are you? Haven't seen you in a while. I haven't seen many people in a while. Because I changed my time, I was streaming. Okay, we're looking for Heridium before I die. Before I die, I think that's it over there. Before I die. The subs for me aren't as big a deal as they are for other people. It's a good way of, I use them as goal setting and a good way to figure out if I'm moving in the direction that I want my goals to go. Other than that, pretty much it.
It's just, you know.
I'm working on Twitch and Mixer too.
Usually I'm on Twitch and such, but being the fact that I'm on the PlayStation. Hey, Sam.
It's got to be a way to do a dual stream, though. I think that you can do. Can't you do through?
Not on the PlayStation. Well, you can, but it's a lot more work. When you're through OBS, I can show you how. It's called Restream.io. I do it all the time.
Well, I have the Restream. I'm set up through that, but there's got to be. I was thinking there should have been a way. Oh wait, where is that going? It's not going anywhere. Well, that's dumb. See? That little voice should tell me that before I get started. Stupid witch. I know it's a female. I got stuck with a female voice. I know it's a female. You ever wonder about that? Is the voice... Okay, so the voice sounds vaguely female, but is that us putting that perception in and it's not really a female voice at all, but we just perceive it as a female voice? I know some really deep-throated women. I mean, they got some deep voices, but they still sound like women.
True. So Semtech is in the chat. I've already put Geknip cookies over at Grammy's like button, so feel free, Sem.
Okay, wait, no, we can do this now, right? Let's see, do I have... No, we cannot. We cannot. You are not doing this right. Get yourself doing it right. Where are we going? We are moving this. That's right. The stress of it. I'm in a toxic situation, so I, like, freak out. Oh, no, I can't do this fast enough. All right, that's done now. What do we need? Dynamic resonator. Can't do that yet. I need one more of those, and then I'll be able to take off, but I need more plutonium. Let's just take this, because we might need it later, and then we gotta go look for more plutonium.
Before I had to restart...
Restart?
If I like the when I had to restart, but right after Atlas, right before Atlas rises, I had found a ship on a hostile planet. I'm talking extremely aggressive. I didn't have my blaster up. I had found a beautiful S-class ship.
Ah.
I'm like, oh my god. And of course I couldn't get anywhere. I'm like, you've got to be kidding. There's no way I can repair this ship.
Yep. That was the fear I had when I crashed on that one planet, because I was missing something and I had to keep going around the planet to find, and finally I found a galactical trader, one of the little orbs sitting on the top of a floating island. It took me a while to find it, so I was like, hey, because there was one thing I couldn't fix my ship. I was really upset.
Right. Caleb68
says,
so much. If I like the convos and the streams, I sub. Have it.
Well, that works. I just tell people you don't have to, if you do, you do, you don't, you don't. It all works out in the end. I only sub people I like. And sub people I'm supporting. Like, I like to sub people that are under 1,000. And then, usually once they hit 1,000, I unsub and go find more people that are under 1,000. So that everybody can get to 1,000. That's my goal. I have a few that are over 1,000, like Gaming Mike, because he's part of the Geknip Gang. But for the most part, that's how I try to do things. So it's fair and everybody gets a chance to build up. I was just thinking, though, of my 300, there's probably only 30 people that are actually active anymore on YouTube.
Well, hello, Kendall. How are you?
There's Kendall. Yeah, Kendall. Whoop, whoop, whoop. Kendall's a big No Man's Sky. He's a permadeath No Man's Sky on computer.
I have a friend that plays on the PS4 that is purely on Twitch. That is on day 35, I think, of permadeath.
I got one that beats you.
I'm sure, but they...
We have the King Snake, who's been playing permadeath since launch and is still playing. Haven't seen him lately.
Wow.
Yeah. So I don't know what his hours would be, but they'd be massive. Massive. But yeah, Kendall's pretty good at that, too. It amazes me.
Well, he just decided he'd been playing normal, and just suddenly got the bug to try permadeath.
Hepala Collection, she plays on permadeath. Because everybody wanted me to do a cage match with him, and I just laughed at him. You guys are insane. There's no way I could ever... Unless there's a handicap going on where we're all going to give Grandmie, like, 1,000 points to start. because I'll be dead within the first half hour, so that'd be it. That'd be the funnest thing to see. 3 or 4.
Right.
I need one more. And then we can leave this planet if we want and go get our dynamic resonator and then start building our stuff here. What am I doing? No, that's not what I'm doing. I'm doing that. I gotta stack them. Stack them. Alright. I think I got it. I think I can make another one. Let's see. Nope. Gotta go get more iron.
Raccoon says, I've been playing No Man's Sky since launch. I knew about it 2 years before release. I can't say that I've known about it that long before release. My husband actually had to show me and convince me to play, and now I play it more than him.
He don't play it as much?
No, but he did say that when next comes out, he will be one of the ones joining me in multiplayer.
Awesome.
So.
Kendall says, mine used to be massive. His permadeath, I guess number, but had to remove all mine to fix the problem I had. Oh, that sucks. I'm gonna guess his save. His length of time on his save. That sucks. Oh,
yeah,
look,
it does.
I got gold. If only life, it was so as easy to get gold in real life as it is in No Man's Sky. Would we not be happy?
Caleb, you've had No Man's Sky for a month now. Wow.
Oh, just think of how fun it is when you first try do it all. That's always...
Well, have fun, Caleb, because I totally enjoy the game, personally. Stay away from me, you predator.
Uh-oh. I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing here.
I'm addicted to it now.
You're addicted to No Man's Sky?
That's what Caleb 68 is saying. I'm addicted to it now.
Yeah.
At Raccoon, I told you I'd play it with you as long as you understand that it won't be all the time.
Kendall, that is a healthy attitude to have. Kendall says it is a game and not a big loss, and I just pissed off the rat bastards again. Sorry. Whoops. Rust baskets inbound. Run.
Oh.
Crazy things. Okay, I could probably shoot them though. Let's see.
Let me see. I am short. One species.
Nope. There we go. Gotta do this better. I'm not very good at this. Okay, come here. You. Oh, reload. Reload's important. Remember? Gotta reload.
Okay,
got
reload
you.
is important.
Where's the other one? There you are. Way off there. What are you doing way over there? How can I hit you if you're way over there? I don't see so well. See me as an old space ranger. I'm gonna get you! Alright, hopefully it was only 2. Nope, it was 3. What, Hank? Why do I have 3? Usually it's just 2. Oh no, we're in trouble now. I gotta go. See you. Goodbye. I gotta get into the ship before I die. Oh no! Will she make
Go
it?
inside a building if you can find one.
I died right outside my ship. There seems to be more to the universe than random, chaotic, purposeless movement of a collection of molecule particles. Edgar D. Mitchell, Apollo 14 astronaut. What do you have to tell yourself? Generation 4. See, I've died 4 times since I started the new save. Okay, get my stuff back. Cool. This
At least
is a
it was
pretty
right outside
little...
your ship.
Yeah, that is true. I have had to go on a long way to get it. But I did destroy 10 of the little rust buckets. What are you saying dope for, Savjaz? Are you calling me a dope? It's not nice. True, but not nice. I'm very ditzy, that's for sure. I'm still confused by that whole building damage off and building damage on. I have to talk to my daughter every time when I'm trying to figure it out. Because it doesn't sound right. It sounds very confusing. And I've had other people say it sounds very confusing too. Bigger clip upgrade.
Ooh.
Oh, you're saying I need a bigger clip? I don't think I've ever had a bigger clip in my bolt caster.
I don't know that it comes.
Dope
does
that
it
I
have a
died.
bigger-
I have depleted my weapon.
I've done that more times than I can count.
Oh, it's because it's the bolt caster. I don't really need you to be. I'm in the wrong one. We need more carbon. More carbon. I was in the wrong. I was in the bolt.
Yeah, I try to use carbon for my bolt caster and stuff.
I forget when I bounce back and forth that I bounce back and forth. Oh, and you're back again. Go away, you little rat. Rust buckets. Hey, Felix, how are you? I heard you were on vacation. How was your vacation? I see you looking at me. Oh, usually when you take a picture of them, they leave. But this one wanted to hang out for a while. I've had him trapped. I get him trapped in buildings, too.
Hi, Felix.
Ha ha ha, it's all gone and I don't have nothing to be blamed for now. Go away. I don't know what your problem is. Well, see, I do it this the wrong way. King Snake says I always do it the wrong way. What you should be doing is be very far away when you're doing it so you can see him sneak up. Otherwise, you'll hit him. I was all like, that makes so much sense because I knew that. You've been in Cyprus for 2 weeks. Greek. Is that in Greece?
Yeah.
Because I think Felix is in the Netherlands. Am I right? Because I thought you were in Portugal, but you weren't in Portugal. You live in the Netherlands, right, Felix? If that's the case, it's really late for you. Really, really late for you. I need to go get carbon. Wait, that's not what I was doing. I'm just standing in the toxic sun for the hell of it. Constantly. Okay, you know what? Let's go back to my ship again. Because we have an incoming Sweden. See, someday I'll remember this. You'll I'll be all like, it's Felix from Sweden. Well, because I have a couple of people that are from Holland and the Netherlands and Sweden and Norway.
Yeah, I've got quite a few. I have a lot from the UK personally. And Germany.
I need to recharge my bolt caster, thank you. I need you to be with me all the time, Kendall, for that particular thing. I need to get more carbon. More carbon. More carbon. We just needed to make another one of those. And then we'll be able to make this one. And now we can leave, I think. Let's see. Ha ha ha. I can leave this planet. I don't really like this planet. I'd like to leave this planet. I was here to do something else on it. And then I saw the crash ship. Yep. And I was like, oh, I gotta leave. Gotta go and see the crash ship. Now we gotta go back to the space station. It's a dynamic resonator, because them things are pricey. Pricey.
Yes, they are. I've yet to see a system that they're not, overpriced.
So now you've been playing on the same save since launch, or you've had to restart?
No. I had to restart.
So
because
and then
on the planet, when Atlas Rises came out, the planet that I had originally been on was completely changed.
Yeah,
and
that happened in mine.
I was like, forget this.
So you restarted, and you built a base. You have a base someplace, right?
Yeah. It's not impressive.
That's all right. None of mine are either. I just made a base in the Geknip Gang where I went to the Geknip Gang hub. Because Ivy Mike was asking everybody. Oh, there I go. It pulled me in anyway. I hit the side and it still pulled me in. Was calling everybody to get back to the Geknip Gang hub before next. So I did that. So in one of my creative saves, I'm there. In normal, I'm just playing the game again. And then if I get done in time, which I won't, but if I did, I would make my way to the Geknip Gang and my normal save. But
Right.
I was just asking because, so you explore, right? And you get every single stuff in each of the planets you go to, but you've never done any portals?
Nope. Well, partly because I haven't found all of them. It's not because I haven't. I just haven't found
All the
glyphs. Yeah. That's all. I want to find all the glyphs before I really start doing portals. I've got
That
10
makes
out of
sense.
16.
Go. Well, see, that's why I do creative. The creative, you automatically have all the glyphs, and then I can just explore. I don't have to do things. But yeah, that was one of the reasons I restarted the normal, was because I was going to find all the glyphs, because I didn't find them all before I jumped to the next galaxy.
Right, I didn't either. But I was too headstrong and wanted to finish. And Simtech, you didn't break my like button. That's a good thing. I don't want my like button broken, but I appreciate it.
Let's see. Oh, great, we did it. We made these people happy enough to let us move on to the next location. What do you got for me? I keep coming, but I need the dynamic resonator anyway, so. The first time I played the game, I pushed through it really because what happened was I played No Man's Sky in August of 2016. Then the PlayStation I was playing on left with the game. So I didn't play it again until all my YouTubing at that time was just from my Xbox, and they were just videos. And then my daughter bought the PlayStation 4 for me right in July. And so I ended up restarting the whole, story and everything, because I hadn't played Foundation. I hadn't played any of those. And so it was all different for me. It was really trippy, actually. But when I played the game, the storyline, I was trying to push through it pretty quick. And then I didn't really feel like I enjoyed it much, because I didn't like the grinding that it required. So I'm going to try to take it slower this time. See if I enjoy it. Hey Brad, how are you? So you just started No Man's Sky yesterday? How you liking it? Some people like it, some people don't. Just remember that. We won't dislike you. I need to buy. What do I got here that I can sell? I don't think I have anything.
I hear you, raccoon. I'm sorry you got bug bites. Oh, there's an old God's email. I haven't looked on my phone today.
Cyprus is a country, I know, but it's I thought it was part of the Greek islands, but you're saying it is its own country. You don't really know its history, but they talk Turkish and Greek. Well, the history of Cyprus was that it was part of the Greek Empire originally. Hoybit! Hoybit, go check out Ash's stream. Felix, go check out Ash's stream.
Rust buckets.
Rust buckets. Uh-oh, she found some of her own.
Dog rust bucket.
Oh, Brad says his grandpa got him into No Man's Sky, and he's 65. Yeah, a lot of old people like No Man's Sky. A lot of young people like it too.
My husband got me into No Man's Sky.
Somebody always gets somebody into some game. That's how that works. I rarely buy games that I see, unless there's a game nobody else wants to play, and then I'll play it. I'll be all like, yeah, I'm going to try that game. I don't care if anybody else likes it. I'm going to try it. And then I like it as I like it. Hey, I can buy dirt. I didn't know that.
You can.
It says right here, dirt. It's
Yes, you can buy dirt. Yes, it's a trade commodity.
937.1 per piece of dirt. That's expensive, damn dirt. 937 units. I'm always looking for dirt. But down in No Man's Sky.
Looking for a new game to play and decided to try No Man's Sky. Yes. Tentanari, hey, welcome to the stream. Yes, I am on, I am back, and I am streaming currently with Grandmie. I know you've seen her in my stream before.
Okay, we got
go
this.
Check her out.
We got this. We got it now. We got it. I have a lot of these.
You know
Let's see
what?
what we can get.
I don't know that I have her in my
Maybe I don't.
Discord. Let me.
You have a
on my
Discord
phone
too?
and make sure that I. Yeah,
You have a
you're in my
Discord channel?
Discord.
I'm in your Discord
Yes, you're
channel?
in my- Yes,
Really?
you're in my Discord channel. Yes.
Which one is it?
It says photo share. I'd originally just done it for photos, and then it kind of evolved from that. Because I originally
I don't
had just
think
done
I'm
it for screenshots.
in
You're
your
in it.
channel.
There you are.
I seen you. I seen you in Swords and Simtax.
I'll get it in here just a second.
Oh, King Snake just called me. Yeah, I don't. Interesting. Send me an invite just to make sure when you have a chance. Not now.
Yeah.
Later
no,
on.
I know that.
Just send me.
I
in.
know.
Well, one guy told me to do that when we were streaming together, and he's like, "I'm gonna stop everything and do it now." I'm like, "Okay, that's not what I meant. I didn't mean that. Not really."
Not really.
It says
trying
you
to get
seem
cut
experienced. Oh, Brad says I seem experienced, but you have little units. Go see Ash. She's experienced. She probably has more units. I spend my money like as fast as I get it. I'm telling you right now.
I only have units because as everybody that watches my stream over and over, they will tell you I am a miser.
See, I'm the exact opposite. So
Everybody calls me a miser.
thank you, Semtex. That's awesome. Cyprus is half Greek, half Turkish. Politically, it used to be an English colony. Also, useless facts all day. I love useless facts. They're not useless. It was very useful. Brad, here's the deal. I spend my money as quickly as I get it. In real life, in video games, whatever. I like to buy stuff. I don't have enough stuff for this. I was just looking at it. So, here I'm going to show you why I have no money. Here's why I don't have any money. Because I got a new ship.
She's got a new ship.
I got me a new ship. But it was a great deal. I mean, it looked like exactly like the last ship, but
Tim
it's an
Fortress?
A-class. See?
No, I don't know what Tim Fortress is.
This is why I have no units, Brad. No units. Now, Cobra just hit the billion. Oops, there was a big burp.
That happens.
It was a big. I got my internet just went, and then everything came back on. It's been doing that a lot. So, Brad, here's why I have no money. Because I'm fixing this one, and I'm fixing this one. But I just started the normal again, considering I only have 4 deaths. That's how you know it's early on in the game. And I have 2 A-classes. I got an A-class multi-tool and an A-class starship. And so that's where we're going with that. I'll never get to a billion. Well, in my creative, I have billion. So Felix says, I want to hop on and play this game again, but I think it's better to wait till next, because for me, it feels like it will be a new release. I don't want to start something new when it's less than a month left. Yeah, that seems like a good thing. I decided to replay the game to give me something to do until next comes, besides all my other stuff. I want to wait and see if there's going to be if it's going to reset. Because if it resets, everything I've done up to the reset's going to be pointless. So I want to wait and see if they do a reset.
I just, personally, I can't just sit by and do nothing.
Well, no, but I mean, that's why I'm not doing my exploring right now. And so I built my base on my hub, but that was it. I don't really do the animal things or the flower things because I get irritated when I can't find them. And I did all my walking on No Man's Sky that first month I played it. I got all those things. So, they might reset. They reset for Waking Titan. So, and they changed all your planets. Atlas Rising. That's right. Yeah, they changed all the planets too. So, I mean, if you want the stuff they're gonna get you, sometimes you just gotta take it.
I know. So the new email we just got from the old god says to show Hello Games your favorite place in the Elucid Galaxy. You can leave it open. It's okay.
Oh, I'm gonna have to go check that one out. What is my newest? What is my favorite place?
I'm not in the Elucid Galaxy.
Well, see, there's your problem. You already moved through to a different galaxy?
Yeah, I moved a long time ago.
Oh. Yeah, see, I kept one save always in the first galaxy. All my creatives in the first galaxy. My other normal, I moved to the second galaxy, but I learned from the first time I did it.
Well, when I did it, Next was just a whisper.
Right.
You know, Next was one of those things that was just whispered about. You know, we'd heard about it, but, you know, it was one of those things. We had a long time. You weren't going to wait until, you know, we weren't going to stop playing.
And I did that. That's why I said I was in the second galaxy. I had moved to the next galaxy after finishing the story. Oh, pirates. I don't want pirates. Go away, pirates. I'm doing something else.
I just run.
I do, too. I'm just not doing that right now, but I got to figure out where I'm going. We're
now,
going
Raccoon, that's your own fault that you're sleepy. You shouldn't have stayed up till 8 o'clock this morning.
Here we go, back to the same freaking planet. I'm going to end up having to build one here. I know I'm building here. But how do they compensate? Compensate what? No, that's just, you don't have to play the new game. You don't have to play Next. You can keep your old save. You don't have to update it if you don't want to, and you don't have to go do the reset. But if you want to play all the new stuff, you have to. Well, that's Brad's was wondering how do they compensate for it, and I was like, they don't. They don't care. Everybody's been asking them for multiplayer, so their way of dealing with it is, though, I'm thinking they're going to have to reset. Even though last time they reset, everybody wasn't very happy, but I think this time around people will be more happy if they reset. And people are getting ready for the reset, so...
Right.
Yeah, wherever you might be. I have to go down and talk to this dude before I can fix my... Get me some hyper stuff. I am not living on Wish. I'm telling you all this right now. Wish is a toxic planet. I am not going to build myself here. I will go to a different system and find a better system than this. I'd rather be on a rainy, toxic planet, water planet, than this planet. So I think that's this planet. Wait, never mind. Forget I said that. So maybe I will build a place on here. That's my other one in the last normal, because I found this really beautiful, lush planet. How do you get ready for reset? Well, you can save your, a lot of people will be saving their saves on USBs. And then bringing it back in when, so you keep your, your monies and stuff like that. That's what I was told. That's what people, how they get ready for resets. Is they save it on a USB. I don't know how well
that'll work.
Oh, I don't know. King Snakes he has the original Rastamama, and he's been playing it through every single one of the updates. I know, because him and me have traveled through the... That's why I was asking you that if you had a portal address, I could have bounced into your portal address, and then I could just roam around the planet with you. Because him and I do that a lot. Used to do that a lot. So, I hate that all
Next time I'll make sure.
It won't work in what I know. That won't work in what you know? Well, see, then you better tell everybody, because they're all planning on doing that. Something to come back to, Elucid. Yeah. A nice frozen planet to have a base on. Is that what you want? Is a frozen one, Kendall? My save sucks, so it don't really matter. I agree with you, Felix. It doesn't really matter to me either, because I don't do so well either. Well, that was a really long way to that. We're going to get back in this ship. I'm sorry. I don't like how far that was. Maybe I won't have enough, though. Oh, I did.
Don't you dare jump up there.
So, Savjaz says that won't work in what he knows about it. So, there you go, guys.
We'll
There we all go. We've all figured it out now. If a reset comes, we're all going to start over from the very beginning. Just deal with it.
I had planned on it anyway.
I have all the
my
portal
goodness.
codes, so it ain't going to matter to me if they reset or don't reset. I'm telling you guys that right now. Because the portal codes will transfer. Unless they completely change the portals. And I haven't heard anything in any shape or form that they're going to change those. So.
No, I haven't either.
So
Fiona,
all my portal
there are
codes
attack cows.
will work.
I just got to think. There are attack cows on your planet. Yes, there are.
You have attack cows?
I have
Just
attack
explain to
cows.
them about hamburger. They might not be attacking
Absolutely.
anymore. On the other hand, they might.
They're attacking me because of hamburger. It's revenge of the cows.
What? Oh, apparently that was the wrong answer. I always answer these things the wrong way. All right, here, go ahead, scan me. I just took the top part because that's what I needed. But it wanted to scan me first. Felix says it doesn't matter to him. So it's like when I stopped playing, I was on to something good, but yeah, it don't matter to him. Kendall says the frozen planets have nice trees on them. He wants his next one to be on that base.
They do. Caleb, I think the portal codes...
Go ahead.
I'm sorry?
No, you go ahead.
Caleb68 says, I think the portal codes would only change if the number of planets in the systems change.
Well, I don't even know that it matters that way, because you can use a portal code in any of the galaxies, and it will, if it was a valid one in the first one, it'll be a valid one in most of the other galaxies. Every once in a while it'll become an invalid one, but it'll still throw you to a near one. So it doesn't really matter if it takes you exactly to, you can use it and it'll take you to a system that's in the same vicinity. It's just because you can only, if we go out of the game and look at it from a programming concept, you can only program so many of them, even though they randomly generate. Once they're set, everyone can visit the same system. So once that system is set, it's set in the system. It doesn't exist until somebody visits it, though. So once it's visited and has a portal code, that portal code can be used to get you to that system. There are tons and tons of portal codes out there that are invalid. I mean, you could just put random glyphs in, and you're going to come up with tons of them that are invalid. But they will still send you someplace. And once you get there, you just get the coordinates, and then you get the original portal code. So I have people send me portal codes from Galaxy 17 or 99 or 200 and whatever, and they'll still work in the first galaxy.
I am doing great, Ted. How are you doing?
Hey, Savjaz, are you going to play it when next comes out? Yeah, ask a Kovacs if they made a mistake. That seems a bit insulting. Kovacs seems momentarily confused, as if the concept that they could have made a mistake had never been considered. Yep, see? Yeah, whatever. Can I talk to you again?
A 16-digit code would take you anywhere in the universe. They are 14-digit codes at the moment. Well, welcome to the stream.
I have to tell you.
Pleasure to meet you.
Are you saying you want to play the multiplayer, Savjaz, or are you saying you don't want to play the multiplayer?
I want to play the multiplayer. I want to play with. I want to play the multiplayer with anyone that happens to be in here. I just hope that it's cross-platform.
Looking ship. I haven't seen a ship that looks like this, guys. I have to look at it, even though I just fixed mine. But mine's now worth a lot of money, so I could trade it. You're interesting Kovacs looking. Yeah, no. Junkotorora. It's a B class, though. Oh, it's a little waspy thing. It just looks different, that's all. It looks like a bug.
See, I always think mine's worth a lot of money until I go to trade it. Then all of a sudden it's not worth anything.
Well, like this one is worth 2 million. So I could exchange it for this one if I wanted to for 0 because it's a B class, but I was just hoping it was an A class, and then because I like the look of the little bugs.
Right. But then you go to trade for another A class.
Yeah,
and then
that'll be the problem if I don't have. I'm gonna need at least $1 million to trade for another A class, even with my ship, because mine's not fixed yet. I think once it's fixed, it's worth more money. This one's just rotating around. Look, guys, look. It's just floating around in circles. It has a place to land over there, but it's refusing to land. It's having a glitchy moment. That one's kind of neat looking too. I want a squid ship. I have the address to the squid ships in the first galaxy. So which galaxy are you in?
I'm in... Oh goodness, I can never say it. It's like B, D...
Do you know what number galaxy it is? That'd be easier.
7.
Wow, you've been bouncing all around. Okay, so this one is like my ship. In fact, it's the exact same ship, except it's missing one slot. So let's see how much the negotiation would be for that.
Isn't it minus 30% on trade? It is, I think, if it's fully fixed.
Yeah, see, I'd steal...
It's not fully fixed.
It's not. No, I have to fix it before I would get it. So the cost of the new starship is 8 million, and my ship is worth 2 million. So I have to pay 6 million to get the newer ship. But that's all right. See, it's an investment of having fixed the A-class. See, this ship here is not landing. It's just going around in circles above the landing pad. It's a very cool looking little ship, though. It's a lot of exotics here. A lot of exotic ships. And now this one's confused because that ship landed in its spot. It doesn't know what to do. It's weird. That's a glitch because I've seen that glitch before. Alright, none. So Savjaz says no, he's not playing if it's PvP, but yes, if it's co-op. Do you think they're going to give us a choice in whether it's PvP or co-op? That's what they made it sound like. You had a choice whether you played PvP or co-op.
I hope so. I really hope that they have...
Alright, so now we have to go...
My hopes is they have like 2 different server, like just like they have permadeath and survival, that you can do co-op and PvP, but I don't know.
Let's look at this ship that's floating around in circles. Guys. Oh, that one's leaving. It's just, yep, look at it. Just floating around in circles. Me and King Snake once found one where the trading post did not ever come in.
Yeah.
And so they all circled around. Like tons of them were circling around. Woo! I'm trying to crash my ship. And it was really cool to look at. Because they were circling, they'd come in and they'd circle around looking for the trading post, but it never actually came in. It was a glitch. So they'd circle around, you get all these ships circling around, and then they'd leave. It was such a cool thing.
Oh my gosh.
It was so... I have pictures of that. Yes, they should drug test that pilot. He's confused. Let's go over here.
He's drunk.
Around in circles he goes. Actually,
it's probably on Geknip.
Thamian. That's what I need. Thamian. Well, he's a Kovacs driver. So who knows what's going on with him. Oh, that was a knowledge stone. Let's get that. Because we all need knowledge stones. We all need knowledge. Knowledge is good. I played no HUD for the second time in my life the other day. I didn't like it. How do you know?
Yeah,
didn't like it.
I've
did not like it very much. Oh, another Kovacs cube. Awesome.
I've seen someone play no HUD. They said they liked the challenge of it, and I'm like...
I was afraid I was going to lose myself. I had to keep calling my ship to me.
Yeah.
Oh, what's that over there? Let's go see. Well, that's where I was, dummy. I need that plutonium, though. Oh, there's birdies in this sky. I'm sure I took pictures of them already, though. Come here, come here, come here. Yep, stand still, stand still. I don't want to do what Kendall tells me to do. Shoot them out of the sky.
You know, I have a sub friend, one of my viewers, Mike. God
dang it.
Yeah, I know.
Might have to do that anyway. Alright, let's get the plutonium before I...
And we joke because one of the creatures that I was looking for was a bird, and it ended up it's saying it was common.
Yeah, it was common, but yet you couldn't find it.
We couldn't find it for the life of us.
Yeah.
So now every time we joke now back and forth, the last thing I'll find is birds, and he's like, "Damn birds."
Hi, you. Go away. I didn't do anything. Though I might hit you. Whoops. Really? Really? You still stare. Every time I take a picture of you, you leave, and then when I go harvesting, you're still there. I'm going to end up hitting that one, though, if I'm not careful. And you're coming to see me now, too. So now I've got 2 rests. I'll just cruise over here.
Oh, dang now that I don't have this registered.
Okay, what we needed was Thamian. Thamian. I don't want to be on this planet no more. I'm sick of this planet. I think the other one's a frozen planet, though. I'm sick of this system. I always end up in these really bizarre systems. Oh, whippy plant.
Think it will be one separate mode for multiplayer. They don't want to split up the player base too much. Separate mode for multiplayer doesn't make sense to me, as they would have to add standard MP, survival MP, and permadeath MP.
The Artemis storyline actually got me theorizing about the real life after it, and some of them really made me feel bad because I was scared of... What were you scared of, Felix? Oh. Kenwell said, Southwick said, a bad mix of Gra, Geknip, and Venom Sack is why that poor pilot's going around in circles. And Brad says, I named a planet my real address. Well, that's probably not smart, but good job. Interesting. I name planets all kinds of weird stuff. You were scared of the being real? Yeah. It's kind of a weird thing. Have you been watching the ARG, Felix? Alright, we have to figure out, we gotta go to space, talk to this dude again. Hello? Look, I'm back.
I'm about to have to go move the kitten because she's starting to get in my screen.
The kitty cats like to hang out.
Yeah, she hasn't quite gotten in it yet. She's decided she's gonna lay right underneath it, so we'll, you know.
Well, Felix, Ash says they just sent out a new email from the old gods, so you might want to check your email too. Yeah,
they basically said that they want to see shares of favorite screenshots from the elusive galaxy, which of course I'm not in the elusive galaxy, so I'm gonna have to really dig through some of my old stuff.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to take some pictures, I guess. I always get rid of my pictures, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to do that.
I've got some old videos that I have that I took before I transferred. I think they're in the elusive.
So Brad, if you go to my Discord or Cobra TV's Discord, you will find out all the information you need about the story of No Man's Sky, because right now we have an ARG going on, which is giving us the background of the story of No Man's Sky.
Absolutely.
Yeah, but Felix, this one's easy. You could probably, if you had old pictures, you probably wouldn't even have to get on the game now, if you had old pictures of screenshots of the first galaxy, you could send it. Artemis, you're dead. I hate to tell you this.
Poor
Sorry,
Artemis.
Ash, because you haven't done this yet.
I have. I feel horrible for Artemis.
Well, Artemis is unaware of what's going on, so it's really nothing that big of a deal. Which would be it's so Vanilla Sky of them.
Which I see. I know where you're at. He's already died. And did you decide to put him in the?
No, I'm not there yet. No, but I just remember I played it once before. So I'm in.
Right.
I'm talking to Artemis now. Where I should be is not knowing what's going on with Artemis. But Artemis is like, I don't understand how it's possible. What's happening to me? I need to get out of here. He doesn't realize what's going on. And I'm at the part where I'm not supposed to know what's going on, but because I've already done this, I already know what's going on. So, as Felix says, in the recent No Man's Sky, you get to experience what being a dreamer is. And then he says horrible. Yeah, well.
Let's see. Oh,
it's not a real happy story if you think about it.
No, it's not. Transmission. Hello, citizen scientists. Many thanks to everyone involved in the ongoing Myriad Scientist Defragmentation Project. Oh, I am out of...
How do you smell that?
Iron. Engaging pulse engine. Since I have a minute, I guess I could finish reading it. Uncovering and investigating the memories of the 12 trapped dreamers, even though we can't uncover one because,
Right.
It is us. Before the arrival of Next, we'd like to hear your own memories and to visit some of your favorite places in Atlas Rises.
Which tells me that they're going to restart.
Exactly. We're reaching out for your help in researching the community's favorite locations in the elusive galaxy. A galaxy that was seeded by us, but ultimately has been claimed by you, the players and travelers and the interlopers. On a date not too far in the future, we will select some of our favorites and some at random to share. Join the research project. Thank you for participating, and we hope you will enjoy creating these submissions.
Cool.
Michaela,
yeah, I'll have to go and look and see it.
Michaela, it's good for you to share streams because I can watch both. Just mute one of them.
Or you don't have to watch mine too. You can just kind of, I'm just doing the story mode right now. So, Brad, I'm doing the story mode. Well, what's the number 16? 16 for Waking Titan is the glyphs. Also, Loop 16 is the name of the AI before it becomes Atlas, with Emily merging it.
I have to restart my stream. My stream just crashed.
Oh, I'm sorry.
That's not your fault. Give me just a second to restart my stream.
Okay, guys, Ash's stream has crashed, so she's gonna restart. Send to Oblivion. Her name is static. Apollo! We have to go see Apollo now. Aren't we all excited?
I don't know if that fixed it or not. Let me take a look on YouTube.
I've never been able to jump back in on my stream. I always have to start a whole brand new stream. It really irritates me.
It irritates. That's why I like using OBS, because OBS is... I'd never drop my stream.
I see his observatory. That's the space station. Should we go to the observatory? Observatory.
Wow, I am so lagging in this stream.
Here we go. We'll just go here first.
Oh, I want to see where the heck it left off at.
Right, Felix, but Brad wants to know what the number 16 signification is in this. And if you go back and look at, like, Cobra TV, you can go back. he's got streams going on all the way from the last 2 years, and you'd be able to figure out what was going on. So 16 is the magical number.
Yeah,
so it comes up in a lot of stuff. Glyphs,
plus,
you get 16 glyphs. Loop 16.
There's 16 travelers.
Right, 16 travelers. We are the 16th traveler.
Correct. And I am back online with part 2 of Gamer Chicks Who Stream with Shardvixen.
So yeah, 16 is everything in No Man's Sky. It represents all kinds of stuff. What I would say to you, Brad, since you just started playing No Man's Sky, what I would do is go find Cobra TV. He's a good person to watch. Just Jared is another one.
Zane's World.
Think about Zane's World. What else? There's a couple of other people, but I haven't. There's some people that have never gone back to it after Atlas Rising. They just kind of quit, and that was the end. I haven't seen them doing anything for next, though.
Semtex and Sword are really good. The noobs in space, they're pretty good about like farming. Heck, they were teaching
Law of
Cobra
Evolution.
how to farm. That was they were teaching Cobra how to farm. That was pretty funny.
Yeah. Hidden Panda show. The Hidden Panda show is a really good one. They do, and he does farming and stuff. But he's a good one to go on and ask and stuff. I'm not as good at. I know what's going on in the ARG, but I'm really not as intensely into it as they are. I kind of like Ash just told me that there's an email, so I'll go check out the email, and I'll probably do that one, but I haven't been doing the Dreamer stuff. I've been just watching the Dreamer stuff.
Only reason I
No
know
Man's Sky is very Matrix-like, Felix.
Yes. It's very, very much like, the only reason I knew is one of my subs actually said, "Oh my gosh,
there's a new email." They were all excited.
There's a new email.
I got on Saturday morning, Cobra was having a stream, and found out that they were having a live drop. Otherwise I would have known they were having a live drop until after. So I got on and was talking to them, and what they had to do is they had a tea party with the animals, and they had to solve it and then take a picture of it and send it to Reddit. So you're not a fan of the ginger guy who streams? I don't know who that would be.
I have no idea either.
I don't know who a ginger.
Oh, you know what?
I
think that's L Place.
Oh, yeah. I don't watch L Place.
I think that's L Place.
I mean, I've seen him. I watch him, but not a lot. So, but
I think that's L Place.
You think it's L Place? So you just got to pick somebody you like. Cobra's probably going to be your best bet, really, Brad. Is if Cobra's really easy to listen to. He's pretty, and then he has subcasts, and you can actually jump in there and talk to him if you've got questions about it. And he likes people who are just starting out, you know.
Oh, yeah.
That's his favorite thing, is because all of us are so old at it that we don't remember what it was like. Well, I do remember what it's like. It was a pain in the ass. That's what it was to play it the first time. I died a lot. Still,
it was funny. He rated my channel. It's funny as heck.
Yep. And he'll do that too.
I swear to goodness, I panicked. He's like, "We're rating your channel from Cobra." I'm like, "What?" I got like 3 people in my chat at this time. Okay. All of a sudden, I'm flooded by like 25 people. I'm like,
Yeah, it's hard when you start getting lots of people because you can't keep up with the chat sometimes when they're all, I got to get in here, so. Well, there you go. Mac Forte, he'll answer any questions you have. He's very into the whole ARG as far as I remember. So.
Yeah, see, I try to stay into it, but I get busy with trying to keep up with my husband and other games. And
right. I did the ARG for the Atlas Rising, and it took all my time. I was like, because you were having to follow leads, and you had to do all this, and you had to do that. And then I was following the next one in November and December, and then it slowed up, and everything was quiet. And then when it came back, I was just like, I don't think I want to do this. I didn't have a bunch of people either to do it with. The first time around, I was with a bunch of people, and so we were helping each other with what we needed to know. This time around, I didn't really get that done, so I just decided it. When my health has not been doing as well, so because I went off all my medications about 4 months ago.
I hear you.
Because they were just causing more problems. Hey, Alpha, how are you? Alpha Pix is in the chat.
Hey, Alpha.
Says, hello, Grandmie. I came by to give the video a like and watch for a bit before bed. Yes, you need your sleep. Don't stay up late watching Grandmie. I'm sharing a stream with Ash if you want to go check her out. I'm sure you know her, Alpha. Because you know Semtex and all those. Did he pop in yours too?
He just stopped into mine. Just came by to give the video a like and watch a bit before bed.
Yep. So now you're watching both. We caught you. We know what's going on now. You're dual streaming it. I used to watch. When I do art, I listen to like 4 streams at a time. So how do you reach Cobra? You can go to my Twitter, which just popped up, Brad, and your best bet is to go to his Twitter, actually, and just type in Cobra TV and he'll pop in. That would be where I would start. And then you can start, just type in Cobra TV anywhere and you'll probably come to him. I know that he's got a YouTube channel. He's got websites.
Two monitors do work out well, Alpha.
Wait, what happened? I was already here. You chipped me. I was already here. Right.
McKaylee, it is good for those people that like to know the lore. Yes, I have been on a quest. That's one of the reasons I explore so much, is so I can find out as much of the lore as possible. Matter of fact, I made a effort just to get this little piece, Remembrance, which gets you lore.
Okay, so
for afterwards. It's only 3, it only gets you 3 little bits of lore, but it's 3 little bits that is hard to get, because you have to have every single Atlas seed. They have to take the Atlas path. But I think you have to do the Artemis path first.
Oh, there it is.
I think.
So, Alpha, the way I do it is I am doing animation, so I'm not watching the streams, I'm listening to them. And it's like being in a bar. So, I used to love going out and hanging out and sitting there listening to people in the bar or with my friends. So it's just like going to a party. Go away, guys. I'm doing something.
Thanks, Alpha.
The rust buckets need to go away. I need to harvest this. So that's what. But I've always been great at parties. I can listen to. I used to work with children, so there are always like 4 or 5 of them talking to you at any given time about different things, usually. So you're like, yeah. And I have a 4-year-old at home who's a non-stop talker. He comes by it naturally. Just talks non-stop. All of us. The whole family. A bunch of us. I don't know where I'm at in the carbon world. The carbon world, the carbon world. Where are we in the carbon world? Well, we need that. We need that. We don't have any carbon. So we need to get more carbon before we leave.
Well, that would have helped. Now, McKaylee, I wish I'd have known that.
Okay, so Felix, if you're interested in lore, especially like the Viking, the Kovacs, and the Gek, Cobra has a whole series on that he did last year that you should be able to find in his playlist. That he does all the lore about them. Even though there's empty benches, Rick McPherson has found new lore, you still can get a good gist of the story of it. Does he use email? He does, but now would not be a good time to email Cobra because he's getting ready to do a con. He has a Discord, or just go to his YouTube channel and you can make a comment on one of his things. He'll have I'm sure he's going to be having a subcast pretty soon come up. Tomorrow for sure. He does them on Tuesdays, Eastern time. I don't know what your time is. If you go to Friends of the Fox on my YouTube, you should be able to find his channel. But Twitter is the best way to he uses Twitter a lot. But he does have a website. You forgot the Viking and you never understood the Atlas. Well, the Atlas really is where the ARG is right now. Is we're learning how the Atlas is being created. Am I still too close to it?
So I'm going to pop your streams in the Alpha Discord in the streams and video section. All you people forget. Sorry. I'm really guilty about forgetting them.
What? Doing self-promotion? I don't do self-promotion.
Yeah, self-promotion.
I don't do self-promotion, Alpha. I let everybody else do it. It's just my thing.
Forget.
I do everybody else too. So, Felix, the Viking stories is a lot about Herc and his brother and how they were tricked into fighting against each other. That's what the lore is about the Viking.
The Gek is about the first spawn.
Right, who are bloodthirsty witches, sorcerers, who made the Korvax, but then the Korvax used them. That's what Rick was telling me, that everyone for a long time felt that the Gek were the original to fight against the Atlas, but he's uncovered new lore that says that it was the Korvax that works with the Atlas and to bring everybody else under the thumb. It's very cool stuff. There's a lot of cool story lore out there that you can go and piece together and stuff. Fun stuff.
There's also a wiki out there for No Man's Sky. That's got a lot of the lore information.
Yeah, Felix. So the Atlas is the core of the machine that creates the simulation. You are correct. It is also the AI that Emily will eventually grow up to be. Loop 16 and Emily merge together and they become the Atlas. I'm sure there's lots of, and some of the Dreamers I think are going to add to it. We're going to find out that the Dreamers are adding to the creation of the simulation and the Atlas.
Thank you, Alpha.
See, I like the Gek. Only first spawn were evil. The new spawns aren't.
Yeah,
and in fact, the first spawn talks about how disappointed they are in their offsprings because they keep killing them.
Well, not only that, but the Gek, the Kovacs actually turned the underlings into traitors.
Yep. And on top of that, you also have what are they? What are those ones that you can find every once in a while? The synthetic Geks, which were created by the Korvax.
That's what I'm talking about.
Oh, because you have Gek and then you have synthetics.
Spawn.
Yeah.
Right.
So Emily might actually be the bad guy. Well, yeah, a lot of people believe that Emily is the bad guy. I don't think that Emily is technically the bad guy. I think that what's going to happen is Loop 16 and Emily converge together and become the Atlas. But you have to ask yourself if the Atlas is really the bad guy. I don't know that the Atlas is really the bad guy. I think the Atlas is just what we're in, and that the Atlas is having some issues of itself.
Atlas, there is, after you do you make Remembrance and you read the lore afterwards, there's things that you read that say differently.
Right. The Atlas becomes more of a victim, from my viewpoint. I've said that a lot, but a lot of people disagree. So, some people don't like Atlas.
But it's a question of, Atlas is a creation.
Right.
Atlas is nothing more than a creation. So, there's a question. Is Atlas a victim, or, a victim of its creator?
It seems to think so. That's what Atlas tells you when you go to see, whenever you go into the space station stuff and you're talking to them. Atlas feels like it's been left behind and is a victim of its creator, and the creator is the original enemy. So then we have to ask ourselves, are we the creators? Like, us humans are the creators of the Atlas, and thus we are the ones. Let's see, we have alphas too.
According to the whatchamacallit, the backlog that you see from After Remembrance, yes, you see yourself.
Right.
You see yourself leaving Atlas. It begs you to scan you.
Yes.
So that you don't leave it alone.
Yeah, it doesn't want to be alone anymore. So Alpha says Loop 16 is a process of the Atlas trying to wipe the errors from itself. Correct. And then, but Felix is saying there are bad guys. And then the Atlas is the OS, Emily is the antivirus. Who said that one? I didn't see that one.
Nari, I didn't mean to cut this previous stream short. Sorry, I didn't see your comment. It actually, my streams crashed on me. That's the problem with me using the PS4 for the stream. For some reason, the PS4 doesn't like my streams. So, me and the PS4 don't mix.
Well, it's an encoding problem. Some of the encoders, sometimes the encoder keys that you get, they don't work as well. That's what I've noticed when I'm doing. Oh, look, we get to talk to Apollo. Apollo. So yeah, it. How do you know you're staring?
It cuts mine short. So no, I just had to restart it.
So Brad, if you're still on, and Felix, Alpha is another good source. I forgot Alpha. Alpha is another good source of No Man's Sky. You talk to him. He's an absolutely beautiful player of No Man's Sky.
Yes, he is. He's awesome.
We all look up to him. We are not worthy. There are other women players, though. We're not like the... we're not just it. There is also, there's a chick on, I want to say something Princess is on Twitch. And then Heartphone, I haven't seen her in a while because she's from the Netherlands. She's also has a YouTube channel and streams every once in a while. And then Hepla Connection. It looks like he has a book on his head. I was thinking he looks like a spade of a thing. No, you're not. Ask why. I'm not going to argue with you. Arguing. Are you doing a blushy face? So, Brad, Alpha is in Ireland, correct? Am I right? For Alpha is Irish, right? You're Irish. I get a lot of y'all mixed up. I'm sorry. Not because that sounds bad, but just because my brain is all foggy in pieces. So, Brad, Alpha usually streams what I consider early time, but it would probably be evening time for you.
It's true, Alpha.
Love the Irish. Love them, love them, love them. My grandfather was Irish and Portuguese and German. And then my great-grandfather was Irish on my paternal side, who came to the U.S. to look for a better life. I'm assuming he got it because he made a lot of money. Felix says, but hold on, let me get this right. Are the ones we play as pieces of data of the simulation or people that have been placed in the simulation? Well, okay, well, the game itself is way in the future. I mean, even though people say it's not, and the lore is kind of suggesting maybe it's not, I still think it's in the future. Because you don't really have an atlas in the ARG right now. You still don't have an atlas. You have Emily in loop 16. But you don't have them converging yet. So... other people might agree with that.
Tetanori, I love this. Atlas is Lord Murray after he gained the infinite knowledge of life, universe, and everything.
And then was disappointed that didn't go the way he wanted it.
Tetanari, I love you. Alpha, yeah, I stream 1300 or 1400 GMT Tuesdays and Thursdays, someday more.
Do I have to say some of this lore in the story makes more sense now that I've been watching the ARG for Next?
Yeah, I know.
Because some of the stuff I was like, I don't know what they're talking about, but now it's like, oh, well, that's making way more sense. Say Artemis is in trouble. Well, that's just the gist of it. They attempted to use a portal and became stranded in some distant uncharted world, disappearing from the hollow terminus network. Oh, that's right, I get to portal. I forgot. I have over 100 portal addresses if you need them. Yeah, that's right. Okay, so Apollo's demeanor changes. They appear uncomfortable at the news. Really? Here, go ahead. Have them. You can have them all. He wants to log.
Alpha. At Tentanari SC. So true. Praise the prawn curry. Heavenly lawn mowy.
Poor Sean Murray. He's never going to get away from the prawn curry. He better come up with a new one. Sorry, I was reading. I had to read out loud, but on dual streams, I very rarely read what's on the screen, because if the other people, we're reading chats and we're reading that, it all becomes kind of mucky muck.
Yeah, I know.
So how long do your streams normally go? How long do you play for?
Depends on how chat is going.
Okay. I usually go for 2 hours, but I was going to go a little longer because I noticed you'd gone longer. And I have a lot more people sitting here right now, so usually I only have like 2 or 3. And
I know, I've got a lot more people than usual too.
We're so popular.
I noticed.
And I only stream No Man's Sky once a week. Ash, though, I'm going to tell you guys in the chat, Ash streams, 2 or 3 times a week?
I try to do it more, but it depends on how I'm feeling.
Right. She's going to stream Warframe, you said tomorrow, you were thinking?
Likely. Depends on... Warframe's got an update that may come out. So if that drops tomorrow, I'm crossing my fingers. I'm going to stream that. Otherwise, it'll probably be No Man's Sky, or if I'm really feeling good, I'll do my Let's Plays. Maybe.
So, I was just, because I don't know what your schedule is like. So I'm letting everybody. So I'm just letting everybody has tentatively a schedule. I mean, like you play, like you say, you play Warframe as well, and you're playing No Man's Sky. Are these the only 2 you're playing through the week? It's just the 2, give or take.
I have Let's Plays, but I haven't. I keep saying I'm gonna do them, and I haven't done them yet. So
I don't do Let's Plays. So all the more power to you. Woohoo, woohoo! If you get them started.
Well, I had them started because when I first started trying to stream, I couldn't do it because my internet was too slow. So I fell back to doing Let's Plays as videos because that's all I could do. And then all of a sudden my internet provider goes, oh, by the way, we're going to upgrade you from 10 megabits to 100 megabits.
Cool.
And we're not going to charge you anymore.
Awesome. They did that for me, too.
Okay. I'm like, okay, sold. Okay, when can we get it done yesterday? So, with that being said, then all of a sudden I could stream, and then, well, everything kind of took off from there, and I just tried to keep everything going, and then,
Cool. Well, yeah, that's how it usually works, and then you'll start going from, your next build will be, 150, 200, and you'll start, coming up across more things. I just don't do anything that makes me tired anymore. If I get tired, I quit. I stop and slow down, and because then that triggers a thing. And I'm not sure what triggers, if you know what triggers your seizures or not, but like for my nephew, it's video game playing and getting tired. If he gets overly tired, swimming, things like that, then he has to slow down a little bit.
Getting too tired, that kind of thing.
How, if you don't mind my asking, how long have you been diagnosed with it?
Technically, I was born with them, but we thought I grew out of them.
Ah, I see.
And when I was working, I have generalized, so it's not like it's not like you can just see them happening.
Right.
But I was in a high stress,
field job,
and I guess it became too much, and well, one thing led to another.
I just asked this curiosity because my nephew is autistic. Was diagnosed when he was 3, and there seems to be a correlation among seizures and autistic brains.
Yeah.
Not all of them have it, but some who are nonverbal, they've found that that's what's going on in their brain. Yeah, he's verbal now. We all taught him to talk, much to it. I kept telling his mother, though, he's going to start talking, and you're going to wish he did. He just stayed when he didn't talk. Every time somebody would ask me to teach a kid to talk, I'd be all like, he's going to learn to talk, and then you're all going to wish you could shut him up.
Exactly.
Because once they realize they can communicate, boy, all kinds of stuff comes out, so...
wish you could shut him off.
I think that Sean Murray is on the autistic spectrum, or he has anxiety issues, because he has the look to him. And yes, there is a look to certain types of disorders. And it's not being mean, and I'm not pointing it out, but he just had that whole very uncomfortable in public viewpoint. So.
Then I definitely have that look, because I am definitely anxious.
Well, there's a look if you, that's how, as a behavioral specialist, when I worked with children, that's the first observation I do, is just sit and watch how they view the world around them. And people who have sensory disorder have a way of moving in the world they're in because spatial gets affected. And then people who have, that are on the spectrum with autism and be high functioning, tend to also have another look to him. Like my son has very flat affect. He's very high functioning. He's what they call borderline autism, because they can't, he's so high functioning that he doesn't register as being autistic, but he has all of the some of the symptoms, like the sensory issues, the flat affect, like his face never really changes emotion unless you get him, he's really, really comfortable with you. And then sometimes he'll smile and laugh, but for the most part, he's what people call that resting face, is always.
Yeah,
so
I know
in that
exactly
resting
what
face. The resting face.
The resting bee face.
Yes. And so everybody's always like thinking he's sucking on, that he's unhappy, and he's not.
Right. No, I know what you're talking about. And Alpha, thank you. I completely understand, because you know exactly what I'm talking about.
So.
And I appreciate that.
So when we talk about disorders, because I just was having a conversation with somebody else about that. A disorder means that it somehow affects your life. It either affects your work life. In my case, that's my case. It affects my work life and my regular just living life, at home. It affects that because I can't do the same things I used to be able to do. And then it also can affect your emotional health. And so autism affects all three, and your intellectual. So... Oh, you're talking about the dude. Brad has said, did you ever do a Zimbario study on the kids? No, because that's not a very... He did the prison experiment. Which is a really cool experiment, but not very nice to the rest of the people. That were in it. They didn't do very well in that.
No, I don't imagine.
Well, human behavior is that, first of all, negativity will always win, sad but true. And people will always go towards the negative before they will go to follow the positive. It takes 10 times, you can tell somebody 10, or let's just say 5. You can tell somebody 5 positive things and 1 negative thing, and they will only remember the negative thing. So you have to overload people on positive to the point that the negative seems very little. And then you have to actually do the negative in a very subtle, almost what I call that backhand compliment thing. Because otherwise they will just see the negative and that's all they'll see, and you'll never get much work from them. So a lot of times it's better just to work on the positive. When you're modifying children, that's the best thing to do. But I wasn't... Right. I mean, Zimbario is an interesting person, and he had interesting theories. I don't know that you'd want to use much of it in the real life, though. See, I need to build that, so I can put that in there.
Alpha. Yeah, my description does say iced tea. You don't like iced tea, but you just have a tea. That's absolutely fine. It's a southern thing. We just usually have iced tea. So, because it's so hot down here. Iced tea.
Yes, people who drink tea don't like iced tea.
Yeah, but come down here where it's hot, like 8 months out of, 9 months out of 12. Well, no, probably 11 months out of 12.
It hasn't been that warm here, but it used to get warm. In fact, my friend in the UK it's getting warmer there than it is here in Oregon. I'm like so amazed. All right, Felix, have a great night. We'll catch you on the flip side. Or in Conan.
Night, Felix. No, it gets hot. I'm here in Florida. So
you got to.
It gets... What is the temperature today? Now you've got me looking.
That is true, Alpha. That is what you have to do. You've got to accent the positive, eliminate the negative. But when you're working with people, and especially people who want to improve their lives, they have to see the negative to be able to fix it and use their positive traits so that they kind of... Yes, but 30 degrees Celsius is what, like 70 degrees in Fahrenheit, I think. Yes, Oregon equals Goonies. That's Astoria. In fact, one of the Geknip Gang members lives in Astoria, or lives near where they were at, where they were taking it. What do I need for this? Northamian. We need more Thamian. More Thamian. But now we can leave. Okay, Brad. Do you want it to be the planet Brad, or it's 85 degrees, Savjaz? Thank you. See, I'm not even at 85. I wish I was at 85. Freaking been cold all day. I am at... My house doesn't say.
You used to live in Georgia. Degrees. They had sun iced tea. Yeah, I've had sun tea before. I've never had sun iced tea. You live in Uruguay now, huh? No, it is 91 degrees and it is 6:29 in the afternoon.
So in Ireland, it's 85 degrees. It was 85 degrees today. In Oregon, it's 71 degrees right now. It's not very warm.
Heavenly.
Well, and it rains a lot
heavenly.
Here. Yeah. Well, we don't have the humidity that you have. in Florida.
No, that's definitely true.
I was in Georgia in the 80s when I joined the Army. Oh my God, it was so hard to breathe there. They were always like, "What's wrong with you?" "I'm from California." "Oh, that's what's wrong with you." Well, yeah, but it's also heavily humid. It's two different things. Being from California is a problem. Being a native Californian is a problem. But everybody hates California except overseas. Everybody loves you. Goodbye, Kendall. Thanks for coming by. I'm glad
Kendall.
work got
Thanks for the...
being busy, because that gives you something to do.
Normally averages about 80 degrees here in the summer.
When I first moved to Oregon from California, I lived in Northern California. When I moved to Redding, from Redding, California, where it gets 112 in the summer, I came up here and I was like, I hope it stays cool. Everybody told me how cool it gets. I got here and it was 100 degrees. I was like, this isn't cool. No air conditionings. I'm like, dudes, why are there no air conditioning here? Because it never gets over, like 80 degrees. I'm like, it is 100 at the moment. What are we going to do? Yeah. Hey, Dragon God, nice to see you. But, yeah, and then that was just a really weird year. That was in 2014, and everybody was having all that weird weather and everything. And now we're getting weird weather, and this is, like, really, really cool. You're okay? I'm glad you're okay. It's always good to be okay. So.
Alpha says, not for Ireland. We are all dying. We are pasty potato munching fools that aren't used to it. The average here is 16 Celsius, 60 degrees Fahrenheit in summer.
Yeah.
McKaylee, used to live in New York. It's very hot and humid in the summer.
How often does it rain in Oregon? It rains a lot in Oregon. Doesn't rain as much as it does in Washington, though. No.
No, definitely not.
We had rain all the way up till about 3 weeks ago. Thunderstorms came through, and everybody was afraid we were going to get the fires again, because the thunderstorms is what gets the fires. So right now it's cloudy outside. We got big old thunder clouds starting to roll up. The big white puffy clouds in the thing. We had a snow warning in June, so that's pretty bad in the higher mountains.
Snow warnings in June. That's like, we hear snow flurry warnings, and it's like, oh my God, we're gonna get snow.
Did it snow? Didn't it snow there? I don't know where you are in Florida, but I had some friends in Florida and Georgia
Central.
that got snow this winter. It was so unusual for them. They were all freaking out, and they had problems. So I was wondering if that's the case for you guys. You got snow? Did you get snow?
Yeah, we got snow. A whole bunch of flurries that didn't even touch the ground.
Yeah, but that must have been just trippy in itself. I mean, we get snow here quite frequently. No, we're not going to play with the pirates today. No playing with the pirates. Pirates are not allowed. We don't do pirates.
No,
yeah, I'm
no,
sure you want all my pheasants. We gotta go faster.
Yeah, our snow is usually nothing more than flurries. I'm literally right in the center of the state. Not quite the center. It's considered north central Florida.
Uh-huh.
Right at the dividing line of where Southerners call Southern.
Cool.
Who's
I haven't
talking?
been to Florida.
Macronius. I've got Grandmie on the other side.
On the other side of the United States. Woo, woo. I'm on the West Coast.
It's Grandmie.
Grandmie on the West Coast.
See, I'm here on the East Coast, and Grammie's on the West Coast, and
then everybody
she's
in
on
chat.
the other side.
Everybody in the chat is from someplace else. Oh, just ignore Nightbot. That was my one rule, no hate speech. But we had a huge conversation about that a couple weeks ago about what dignifies hate speech. So this is how it works. If people in my chat don't like it, then it's considered hate speech. I have the ultimate say. Any of the moderators have the first say because it's their chat. I'm not really in the chat. You guys are just chatting with me. So that's how that works. That's my only rule, really, you know, and I figured that was a very open rule. It's whatever goes on in the chat is the moderators have to decide. So if you offend the moderators, then they'll kick you out. If you offend me, I'll kick you out. So, I don't care. You can tell an Irish joke. You're Irish. I can tell you an Irish joke.
Macronius Grammy, Cobra TV.
He might stream today. I don't know.
Well, welcome to my channel.
Like I said, I am Heinz 57 is how I remember going home from school one day because we were supposed to do a thing about your ancestors. So I went home and I said to my mom, I said, what is our ethnic group? And she said, we are Heinz 57. I said, okay. So I didn't tell her it was for school. So that's what I did, a whole thing on Heinz 57. And I got in trouble. I didn't get a good grade for that.
It's all right. When I asked my husband what his was, because his dad did all sorts of genealogy for him. And I said, so what's yours? Just out of curiosity. Okay. He says, nice to meet you. Also, Cobra TV is streaming on Wednesday. So.
No, Heinz 57 isn't ketchup. It's like a steak sauce.
No, I know.
No, Alpha's asking, you're ketchup?
Oh. No, it's a steak sauce.
It's a steak sauce, and it has a whole bunch. The joke is that Heinz 57 has a whole bunch of different stuff in it to make this premium steak sauce. It's the American steak sauce, apparently, because I don't know a whole bunch of people that know of Heinz 57. Though Heinz does make a ketchup, and I think they make a mustard actually too now. Is what my son was saying, because he only does his French mustard. He refuses to do any other mustard but that.
Grey Poupon?
Nope. But you know, he is a my son has sensory issues, so everything is just the way it is. So
no, I get it. I was just, you know.
Hey, Dragon God, is there a reason why we're doing the little happy, lovely faces over and over and over again? The big, giant, smiley faces. Why am I here? I'm here for a reason, but I don't remember what I'm here for. Could sell stuff, I guess. So the idea is that when you're a Heinz 57, you've got a little bit of everything. I don't know that I actually have a little bit of everything, but I have Dutch. There's Dutch in there, and there's from Pennsylvania. They were there from the beginning of Pennsylvania. And then there's German, and like I said, on my dad's side there's Irish, Portuguese, and German. So my great grandmother was a Portuguese orphan who was raised in a German nun orphanage.
See, my husband's thing is he's European cocktail with a Native American twist.
Yeah, there you go. That's a good one too. I'm sure there's Native American in us as well. It's just little bits here and there. You couldn't not have it if your family came over in the 1600s and the 1700s. That would have ended up being pretty normal at some point in time. So I could have made a mistake.
Alpha says, I am Irish but of Norman descent, kind of like the Norse who bred with the Irish and became more Irish. I never took a DNA test, but I am curious though.
You know, there was a big fad going on for YouTubers, vloggers, to do that. They all did the something 26, and you'd send it in, and then they talk about it on the, I see what I gotta do. They talk about it on things.
I'm glad Mark Cronus goes, how old are you, Grammy? Alpha says, Mark Cronus, it's rude to ask that. Tut tut.
Oh, no, it's not rude to ask it. I love it when people ask. I'm going to be 53 in August. 53 in August.
Because it is technically rude to ask a lady her age, but
It is rude. It is considered a faux pas if in the American society to ask women their age. But I don't adhere to that, because the reason it is considered a faux pas is because that we think that there's something wrong with being an older woman. And I do not want to. I want people to feel that I am spectacularly great no matter how old I am. So it doesn't matter what my age is. So you can ask me all you want. I have a 27-year-old daughter. And, well, she's not 27 yet. She'll turn 27 in July. I have a 14-year-old son and a 4-year-old grandson. Because everybody's like, you're not that old. You're not a grandma. My name, Grandmie Plays Games, came because I wanted something unique that would illustrate my age. Because there aren't that many older people playing. But there are older people than me who stream. Shirley Curry, who does Skyrim and horror games, she's 77 years old.
Wow.
Yeah, she's awesome to watch, though. And she does vlogs, too, so if you're curious about that. I always want to do vlogs because I think there's a connection to our past that we tend to lose sometimes. And we all should be connected. And talk about our history.
I think it'd be cool, but I don't like videotaping my face. There's a reason I don't use face cams.
Oh, I don't have to videotape my face. I have rosacea so bad that at any point in time I look like either a meth addict or a teenager who's not been taking care of their face. So I wear my mask. That's my Shardvixen mask. Which was because originally it was going to be Shardvixen Plays Games, but I really wanted people to understand that there's a cross culture from being, like 4-year-old grandson who plays video games to me playing video games, to Shirley Curley, who's 70 years old, to some of the older YouTubers that are out there. There's people even older than 70 who YouTube. I think there's a lady that's 80 that does it, but she does vlogs. So, that whole pulling in people to try to change ageism, trying to change beautyism, I like my mask, yes. So, and masks are really easy to make. So if anybody's interested, on my other channel, Shardvixen's Magnificent, we go through and make a mask. And I'm going to make some more. I got to make a new fox mask. I just haven't been feeling good. I'm also going to be making puppets soon. I got my stuff for making puppets. So
cool.
But I have plans. My illness gets in the way of my plans sometimes. So... Mm-hmm. That's just how it is when you're sick and you have a disorder. It's too late. People have seen your face. We'll start another channel and make it a different one and then put a mask on.
Yeah,
anonymous mask. My son has an anonymous mask. Sorry.
I'm shy. I'll be the first one to tell you.
A lot of YouTubers are. You're not the first one. Don't feel bad. Many YouTubers have talked about how they do not they're not people person. They're not a people person. And asked me about that, and I'm like, no, that's not me. My job always had me standing up in front and talking to people. I've always had to teach people. Because of the type of work I did, I've always had to teach, stand in front of huge. I think the biggest I've had is 150 people where I've had to talk about, how to modify and do stuff. So talking and being in front of people is not a problem for me.
Now, I speak to, 10 people or such, a small group. But put me in front of more than that, and it's like, nope, nope, forget it.
Yeah.
I'm done. I can do a small group.
Alpha, you're so funny. So I told him to start another channel, and he says, nah, I'm too jealous in case my second channel does better than my first. It's not usually the case, but okay. I have like 40 some odd people on that, but I haven't really posted anything lately on it either. I'm trying to reset up a stream to do streaming with my grandson again, because that's what's on there, is all kids, video games and stuff with him. And his attention span is zip, so I've been trying to find some new games for him to play with me. He wants to do Fortnite, right. So I'm like, that's not what's going on there, so...
And my Cronus, yes, I did hear the new audio trailer for Next. I know that there's some new fauna sounds on there, and that it's someone has joined your game. And Alpha, yeah, it has taken me 3 years to grow where I am now, although I still get nervous, though. You are not alone.
What's going on? Ghost in the Machine. We're doing Ghost in the Machine, but it's just giving me this other one. Well, that's just weird. Let's see what's going on.
The game is weird.
It is, but it's... Okay, so I have to go... I can't see this. I gotta lean forward. Apollo has suggested that this little rust buckets may be linked to Artemis's disappearance. Perhaps, coincidentally, Apollo has been working for the Viking, a warrior species with a long vendetta against the little rust buckets. Apollo suggests we cooperate. If the rust buckets use the portal network, then if we manage to follow them inside, we might get rich and find Artemis in the process. Okay, so we have to... a site in which is construct a base. I don't want to construct a base in this one. Hopefully it's not in this system. I don't want to do it in this system. This is a nasty system.
I don't remember having to construct a base.
Yeah, that was, once I got to that point, I was like, oh, okay, so here, good, we get to move. It's probably going to be a worse one. Okay, what's that one? Because it's in the Viking, because I have to go to the Viking system, apparently. Let's go here. I can jump.
I remember having to get to a certain point. Man, there's a lot of birds on this planet.
Well, that's a new one, because it didn't used to have a lot of birds. They didn't used to have planets with a lot of birds.
This is the first one I've ever seen.
Kendall Southwick, if you ever get a chance to watch one of his when he goes back to doing it right now, he was playing Conan he hasn't streamed in a while, he told me, because of school and work. But he was finding butterflies, and that's how I knew they were changing it slowly, because it used to be the only butterflies you could find were the battle. I don't want to be in the battle. I'm going to avoid the battle, guys. Was one or two of the blue ones. You couldn't find anything else.
I found a translucent reddish butterfly.
Yep, and then I found the yellows, and he's found yellows, and then he's actually found butterflies that look like butterflies, like they're not like some weird other mush kind of stuff.
Yeah.
But yeah, so it's really weird that as of November, you started finding more butterflies, and now you're finding more birds. So that's all pretty bizarre.
Alpha, not this time. I didn't have a portal address, and I know I don't have all the glyphs to get to a particular address, so not this time. But I'm sure we will be. I hope we will be streaming again.
Oh yeah.
So
I'm not in her galaxy. She's in I didn't know she wasn't in the first galaxy. She's in the 7th galaxy. There'll be I won't be getting to the 7th galaxy anytime soon. So she'll either have to start another for the first, or she's gonna have to wait till I get to the 7th galaxy, which I can do. I just gotta pick one of my saves and decide which one I want to go with.
I'll just start a new one.
Well, I don't know. It might be fun to go to the center of. I've got the locations for the center of this galaxy.
Okay.
You guys should post your screenshot in the Discord. Which screenshot? Did we have a screenshot? You had a screenshot.
I haven't made a screenshot.
I haven't either. What screenshot are you talking about? I have screenshots of other people. Maybe he thought because we could come together. That's a new Kovacs helmet. I haven't seen that one yet. Looks like a puppy dog. Very interesting.
I've more or less come to the end of my normal and survival saves. May start a permadeath to take me through till the update. That's McKaylee. No, I can understand that. I'm still trying to get like a freighter. As I said, I'm a miser and I still don't have all that much. I've only got 51 million. So I have nowhere near enough to get a freighter. I've got nowhere near enough.
Yep. Creative's the only place I have freighters. Because you can have all the money and all the stuff and all that. That's how because somebody had asked me to get a freighter. I was all like, sure, we can do that. And so I just did it in
Going to creative.
Yep. Got me a couple. I have 2 creative saves and 1 normal save. So he was saying any screenshots. He wants us, we have a screenshot showcase in the Alpha Discord for the podcast. Okay. You do a podcast, Alpha? Alpha does a podcast?
Yeah, he does one on Sunday. Yeah, he does it on Sundays.
I want to come to the podcast, Alpha. What time Sundays? Sundays is the one day I don't usually get on PlayStation.
I don't remember. I remember seeing it, but I don't remember.
That's alright. I'll go to his Discord and find out. I need Alt Pass 3 recipe. I don't have that one yet. It's so hard to go back and forth between creative and normal. I also do, after next comes on, I'll go back to doing survival as well. I was doing survival to get ready to do permadeath so I could do a cage match. That's what I've been practicing. So I can do a cage match at some point in time. Though now with the multiplayer concept, the PvP, that may change the cage matches on the Geknip Gang. Okay. Got to go. We got to go to the planet. I'm thinking. Not that one. Apparently not. How many planets do I have in this system? Tons and tons of them. Wow. We'll be excited. There's one.
McKaylee, I have
3,
everything in both saves and 1,500,000,000 in my normal and.
I'm not helping you guys out. It's not gonna happen. I guess I have to do that one. Oh, I don't want to help you. I just want you to be dead. That's all. I'm sorry. I'm gonna refuse. Sorry.
And 500 million in survival. Wow, you are rich.
No, I don't wanna. I'm
Alpha, I was AFK, had to get my last tea before I head to bed. It's nearly midnight here.
Alright, good night, Alpha.
Good night, Alpha.
The Kovacs are your friends. I'm sorry, Alpha. The Gek are my friends. I'm stuck in the Kovacs and the Viking systems, but I would rather be in a Gek system. Because witches gotta stick together. Even synthetic witches. This is a pretty planet. Okay, I like this planet. This is kind of a bare, pretty water planet. Let's see what's here. I'm thinking ain't much of nothing. Oh, there's some plutonium. What is this? Occasional scalding something cascade. Okay, we gotta name this Brad.
I am not going yet, guys. Jeez, can't wait to get rid of me. I will be a half an hour.
Oh, it's not midnight yet?
It's nearly midnight here.
I'm not going to name a planet after him. We'll name a planet. Well, let's name this
Marconis, Cobra hates Gek. Gek lives matter. You need to hashtag that
I know.
And put it on Twitter.
I'm thinking you gotta make a t-shirt. That's what I thought. Gek's life matters.
You need to hashtag that. Gek lives matter.
Maybe I'm thinking I should make a t-shirt of that, film myself and send it to with my tutu and send it to Cobra. Because him and me all the time, he'll say, "Oh, I like the Gek," until I say something.
McKaylee, yeah, can't go to bed right after drinking tea. LOL.
Now I have to make the system out. I have to make the planet after Brad. Brad's the
There
planet.
you go.
He asked for it. He asked for
Gek
it.
Lives Matter. There you go. I'm gonna have to put that as a tag on my stream. I am going to put that as a hashtag on my stream.
That'll be awesome.
Gek Lives Matter.
Yep. Okay, Caleb68 is from your stream. Because he sent me a... Let me write that down. And then I will explore it in creative. Let me get me a pen. I usually have a pen here for this, but I don't have one. Oh, my right shoulder's not working well either, so... That's I can't write on that. I could write on this. Okay, so we have 3, 1, 11, 1, 2, 1. Wait. Not a 12. It's a 1, 2, 1, 8, 6, 7, 14, 16. There we go. I wrote it down. So next week, maybe that's what I'll do. Oh. Shoulder doesn't want to work very well today. That awkward Irish guy. Oh, it's a bouncy planet. I knew it was a great planet. Look, these are my favorite planets. There's the chocolate chip dude. There's the 4-leaf clover dude, just for you. Alpha.
Screenshot it.
Oh. They're all green. Oh wait, what's this guy?
Aww.
Is he?
Well, that's right. Screenshots don't work nearly as well when you're in a PS4. Aww.
They do. They're just not as pretty as the computer ones are.
Yeah.
These guys have a little round head. They got the horns. Come here. Where'd you go? Come here. I want to play with you. This is a nice planet. I'm not gonna die here, though I will lose. Come here. I want to feed you. Aha! Now I can get a picture of you.
Let's see if I can get to another planet without losing.
Oh,
my
it's
screen.
the fishy dudes, and he's talking to me. Wah! Sorry. That's what they do. They lift their heads up, and you can just imagine them going, wah! Opera.
Oh, yeah.
Just like
I
Ireland.
I do
Ireland
have
has
the
little bouncy dudes. I told you. I was just talking the other day that if I was going to move anywhere, it's probably going to be Ireland. If I could convince my daughter to go, we'd all go to Ireland. We have to wait, though, until my grandson is 18, so it'll be a while. Why, you ask? Well, because his dad lives here, and he'd be upset that we took him away. Because he'd never come to Ireland to visit. I don't know, he might.
Wow.
They're from the Philippines. Kill that. Kill that. Kill that. Sorry, that's my mining sound. It looks like a very pretty place to live. If I was to pick one. And you're completely surrounded by the ocean, so that's a plus. Hawaii would be the only other place, but right now Hawaii's not doing very good. Give me a little bouncy chocolate chip face. They've been having
right now I'm watching
lava.
I'm watching my stream, make sure I can I stay live during this jump.
Oh, it kicked you off on your
This is when I
thing?
lost connection last time.
See,
This
look
is
at
when it kicked me off last time.
chocolate chip dude. Here's my friend. My friend. Everybody sing. Oh, he jumped. And he circled. Ready? Go. You guys sing. You're not singing. What's up with that? They should sing. Wah! There he did. He did his singing. Alright, so what's here? Oh, that's you guys left me some poop. I got poop from making friends with the crazy creatures. Alright, so
Look at that.
transfer that.
Let's see if I can.
So Brad, the planet Brad is now my favorite planet.
Yeah, it is lagging. I can see that. I was kind of watching my stream. Ooh.
Okay, we gotta find a really cool picture. Take a picture of the bouncies. Oh, wait. There we go. Alright.
It's a B-class experiment.
A ship or a multi-tool?
Multi-tool.
Okay, here we go. We'll take this picture. Guys, it's gonna blue screen you for a minute. Okay. I'll send that one to me.
That's a
Okay,
cool
Alpha,
looking
that was for
multi-tool.
you. I made you a postcard. Wish you were here.
I know it's trash. I've got an A-class.
I do too. Multi-tool. I got it right off at the top. It was really cool.
I was just like, that's a experimental one.
Oops, there they are.
I've just never
I'll stay
seen an
putting that
experiment multi-tool.
One of the ones I got in my creative is an experimental, and it was an A-class. Wow, what are you guys still following me for? Go away. You want me to take a picture of you? Smile for the camera.
I mean, mine's not great, but it.
Here we are. Hi.
Keep your current. Hold out for an S-class. Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
S-class. We all want an S-class. Let's go swimming real quick. Look, it's Mr. Pineapple Head. The big ones you can jump on, guys, and ride them. That one's pretty, too. So weird, like cotton candy blue color. Is that kelp sack over there? No, it's just carbon. It's just carbon. It's not. It's fine. I need more carbon. That was kelp sack. I was like, oh, it's kelp sack. But it's not. And I don't see anything in here.
Ooh, it's starting to storm out here. I can hear the wind picking up.
Hey, where you live?
Yeah, starting to slam my
That was
glass
yesterday.
door.
I was this morning. It was really windy here this morning. I was making my porch is all plastic wrapped, so the rain can't get in.
Yeah.
I have an indoor, called the indoor-outdoor porch with a screen around it, but when it rains, we don't have windows in it, so when it rains, it gets all weird. Well, guys, this has no creatures in it. Oh, maybe? No, it's no creatures. It's just the weird wavy stuff up on top of the water. And I need to hurry up because I forget that I'm not in creative and I'll drown. That's what happens when you... Okay, I'm gonna find my ship again. We'll go back to the ship. Back to the ship. Pineapple mounts confirmed, Grammy. I'm telling you, I rode a cat mushroom, what do they call them? I call them cat snail mushrooms. You know which ones I'm talking about. And I rode that one for a little bit. And then the guys with the multi heads on them, the real big ones that bounce around, you can get on them and then they'll push you off up into the air really high. It's really fun.
Huh.
Not these guys here, because they're all little guys. They're all little guys. Look, he's going to sing. Oh, he's a different one. Sing for me, sing for me. Here, I got to feed you. I'm going to feed all the bouncy guys. We're going to live here and we'll be friends. Look at him. He's one ugly dude. He's singing too. See that? What? His is shorter, though. To get them all to sing, that would be plus. Oh, you're different, too. Look, this one has a wig on. Come here. I gotta take a picture of you because you're obviously different. Stand still. I don't want to kill you. That's what Kendall tells you to do. Kill him. They'll stand still. Come here. Let's see if we can get this one. Feed this one. I don't. Come here. Ooh.
No, I have games on Steam. I just don't have many games on Steam.
Dude.
I don't have many
Trigger it.
multiplayer games on Steam, but I do have some.
I'm gonna shoot you myself in a minute. He's got, I like this weird wiggy thing on. It's really weird. Okay, we need to go and do that other part. But I like this planet. The planet Brad is a really sweet planet. My favorite place to hang out. Everybody come to Brad's. Gonna go to Brad's and have a party. Not much here though. Not much here, guys. We're all gonna move to Ireland. Have a party. If I move to Ireland though, I'd want to get like a little, I don't know, outside the city kind of thing. Oh look, trees.
Oh, I probably have them hidden.
Right, so where are we going? We're going this way. Whoop. Oh, what are those? Oh, they're still.
I have a ton
never
of
mind.
games.
A ton of games? I got a ton of games.
Well, he was talking about on Steam. He asked you, so you put your Steam on detail share, and you don't have any games on Steam. I said, oh no, I have a ton of games.
Oh.
I have like a full page worth of games on Steam.
Cool, Alpha. That's my goal in about 10 years to move to Ireland. My daughter wanted to go to Canada, but I don't think the Canadians like the Americans that much. Of course, I'm not sure that anybody likes the Americans that much. When I was in Germany, the only thing they wanted was my blue jeans. I had these. I went before my daughter was born. I went to Germany and had these really cool blue jean calf boots, and everybody kept trying to buy them from me. It was funny because I had gotten them on sale, really cheap. I think at the time I paid $5 for them.
Matador.
Matador, thank you for subbing on my channel.
Matador says, I like Americans and I'm Canadian. Yeah, I know.
Cool. I'm glad you like us. Right now, there's not much to like about us. Yeah, I always say that, but people are like... The other thing they always asked me when I was in Germany, not so much now, I think with the internet will it happen, but it was... Because I was from California, they always wanted to know, well, do you see a lot of movie stars? No, I'm from a different part of California. Really? Yes. The part of California I hit.
State.
It is. Well, considering it's on the ballot now, they're going to break it up into 3 states. They have a ballot going on, my mom said, to break it up into 3 separate states.
I saw that. I was like,
Southern California won't let it go. They'd lose so much money. They'd lose all their water. First of all, they'd have to pay for their water. All their water comes from Northern California. Oh, that's just Caleb. I have to tell you, that's just a human thing. That's not an American thing. That's a human thing. Most humans believe they can solve everybody else's problems, even when they can't solve their own. I, on the other hand, am not like that, because I try to solve my problems first, and then I use what I learned to solve other problems. I just got hit by a whoopee plant. Again, that's a nice iridium over there. Why am I so far away? Where am I going? I don't know. That's not where I'm going. Where is that? Where's it at? I saw it. Oh, there it is. Okay. But yes, that's just egotistical thoughts there. People who have problems with egocentrism are that way. Well, here's the thing though, just because you can fix yourself doesn't necessarily mean you can fix anybody else, because everybody is individuals. But you have to have more tools in your toolkit to be able to say, oh, I've had that problem. Maybe this would help you. Maybe not. We're flying up.
I can
Fly.
I can barely help myself. I can't help anybody else.
Well, that's because you don't suffer from egotism. But see, elitism and ego, and your ego is not your number one problem. Egocentric people tend to believe that everything they do is right. So then when they're looking at other people and want to fix them, they like... Also, the problem with egotism is you don't see that there's anything wrong with yourself. So that's... America has that problem. We don't think we have that big of issues. So we want to help everybody else have not as big of issues like us. Look, there's Apollo again. Apollo, what a nice, fancy stuff you have. We just
Well,
did
thank you,
this.
Alpha. I'll make sure I'll add you too.
I just did this. What's going on? My game is being weird. We just did this. Why are we doing it again? I'm gonna argue with you. It's my normal state. Oh, he says the same thing. Doesn't matter which one you pick. Interesting.
Really?
Yeah. Well, see, this time I'm playing it the opposite way I played it. So I can see how it turns out.
Oh, cool.
I'm sure it'll turn out the same way, but I wanted to see if you got different things. They said different things, you know, but apparently they don't.
Look. I like bites.
We just did this. It was Ghost in the Machine was what we were trying to do.
I remember that, because you were just saying that.
Well, I'm doing it all over again. I was wondering why I was doing it in space. I thought I did something wrong, but apparently I did.
Thought you had to create a base.
Oh, Alpha, that's fine. Whenever. You can add me. No, I'm back to this whole thing with Apollo again. I'm going to agree because last time I said life was worth more than money, but we all know that, so. There are people out there that would disagree with that, though. Sure, let's be partners. I will trust this person I've never met before. And communicate. Okay, so we need to set you up with a base of operations. Oh. So I'll just pick this planet. It's a nice planet. That's what I came here to. Okay, so I want this planet, dude. Where's your contact? Alright, so where's the contact? Was I supposed to save the contact? Was that it? Well, that sucks. That's probably what I messed up on. He's probably in space. Apollo's contact is off planet. No, I want this planet. This is the planet I want to live on forever and ever and ever. I don't ever want to leave it. It's got bouncies on it. They're gonna make what? Oh, and they got it's got those ugly dinosaur things though. Maybe not. Where's my ship, guys? Lost my ship. Planet, and it's hot. It's a hot planet. I like hot planets. They're nice. Nice hot planets. There's my ship. Let's go back here to the ship. Well, that's nice, Alpha. Thank you for wanting to add me. Then I can come see your podcast, right? That's what that's about. I knew I'd remember why we were having that conversation. My doctor said, now you have to remember, as you get old, your memory goes. Really? I'm in trouble. Trouble. My memory's been going for a long time. Cognitive fog is worse. I was just talking about with a friend of mine who turns is the same age as me, was born the same year as me, and we were talking about, she was saying she keeps looking in the mirror. She goes, you know what I see when I look in the mirror? I said, I don't know. When I look in the mirror, I see my grandmother. So I see the beginnings of my grandmother like I remembered her when I was a child. She'd have been in her 40s, late 40s. I said, so it's really weird to be looking at, seeing her in my face now, you know. So I kind of know what I'm going to look like when I'm older. Because I don't look like my mom, I look like my grandma. Well, I'm in your Discord. Because I come and chat there all the time. I try. I try. The only one that I'm not successful at this point in time was Hidden Panda Show invited me to the Anemo Hub. Anemo. And they have their own Anemo website. And I'm just not very good in that whole Anemo stuff. So that's the only one that I don't do regularly. Otherwise, I do a lot of the other Discords quite regular. Down.
Matador, that is hot. 113 Fahrenheit? It doesn't even get that hot here.
Where's he at?
Not very often. Canada.
Ooh, yeah. That's how Reading is. Reading's pretty warm. Like that. I don't know what Reading's today, but my mom told me like it. Alpha's the dude. Everybody go check out Alpha. Go check out Alpha Pics. Go check out his YouTube channel and his Discord. He's great to listen to. Great.
Mm-hmm.
Go check out the Geknip Gang Discord. Lots of gamers there. You can talk to any games you want to play besides No Man's Sky. Got a very active No Man's Sky channel. Destiny channel. Destiny 2 mostly though. Conan channel. Ark. The Ark hasn't been so busy lately, but there'll be that new map coming out pretty soon. I gotta go to the... Oh, he's here? I was just here. No, he's not here. The space station's in my way. Space station's in my way, man. Okay, nothing?
Yesterday it was 116 in Ottawa.
Wow, that's warm. Hey guys, this isn't making any sense. None of it's making sense. Driving me nuts. What's going on? Let's go up here and see what's going on. Let's go see what's going on.
No kidding. I'm used to it really. We have extremes in both cold and heat in most of Ontario. Too much humidity is what does it. Yeah, humidity is murder.
She would know that in Florida.
Uh-huh. But I've never felt the dry heat, so I couldn't tell you what it's like.
Well, I can tell you, I've been in both. So, dry heat's just hot and you sweat, right? But if you're in a humidity, it feels like you're breathing in water when you're, like, there's water in the air. And it always has a heavy feeling in my lungs.
Well, I know, I said humidity I'm used to, so
right.
It's, you know.
The dry heat would get you because it would feel like you were in the oven.
Yeah. I think I'd rather the humidity.
Yeah, if you were used to it, the humidity is good, but when you're not used to it, it's just, once you get used to it though, it's okay. And then when you come back to the dry heat, you're like, oh my god, how did I ever survive here? Because we have humidity in Oregon. So even when it gets hot here, it gets very humid too, because there's a lot of water in the air. But in Reading, it's just hot, dry heat, and it's like it's like turning on your house and sitting in a closet that's just hot. It's not like a sauna, it's just hot. It's like a little closet heat. Okay, I don't know where dude is. Where's the contact? Maybe he's over on the other side.
I'm going to have to check out what this weather looks like, because I can hear the thunder getting closer. And usually if thunder's getting closer, it means we're coming close to storms, which is never a good thing in this house.
He's in there, but he's not coming up. Okay, which one is
it? Could be that the storms are passing by, but if those clouds are getting black, I may have to call it quits.
It's you. That's fine. I was going to tell you, I was going to, probably in about 5 minutes, I was going to be getting off of here. Because my daughter will be getting home and we have to go to the store.
Yeah, then we might just want to call it, because those storms are getting really close from the looks of it.
Now, I always stream, for now, I'd be streaming on Mondays for No Man's Sky. So if you want to jump in and we can do dual streams, that would be fine. I'd probably keep them to about 2 hours, though. Since this was our first stream, but 2 hours is probably it for me. But then they can all go over to your stream afterwards, so that would work out well for you. And you'll pick up people as they come in, because I don't always get the same set people coming into my streams. It's whoever's deciding
Right.
they want. Whatever they want, I guess. But I have about 100 that fluctuate through because they're from the Geknip Gang and Cobra. So.
Right. I usually get the same, like, same few that usually come through. Like Matador, and I'm surprised I haven't seen Mike today. I'll have to bug him about it on Twitter.
All right, so everybody check out Alpha. Caleb, if you
Yes.
have, I don't know if Caleb68 has a YouTube or not, but if he did, you should check him out. Check up SavJazz21. He was on here earlier. Kendall Southwick has a YouTube channel. He was on earlier. I'm not sure about our new friend Brad, but if he does, we would always like to let people know you can have a shout out here.
Absolutely.
I know, Alpha.
and-
Alpha, don't feel bad. That's why we connect on. I can connect with you probably easier than you can connect with me because I just set my clock to go because I have a lot of people I play with that are from that time, your time zone. So if you're going to do something, you let me know and I'll check you out when you're doing it. But everybody, thank you for coming, and be sure to check out my Discord and stuff. Your channel's kind of boring, Caleb, but that's all right. Now you have to step up to the plate and make it more exciting. And make sure you checked out Ash's channel and anybody that she wants to shout out, and I think anybody from her channel. And now it's Ash's turn to say goodbye if she wants.
I said, she's done a good job at shouting out a lot of people. Don't forget Semtech and Sword, because I know Semtech stopped by today.
Yes, he did.
He did stop by and accidentally tripped over my like button, which, thank goodness he didn't break. He's good at that. I always try to leave cookies at their like buttons. A shout out, of course, to Cobra.
Always the Cobra.
I have a couple friends. Yeah, always to Cobra. I have a couple friends. One of my friends, he's a German streamer, but he does do some No Man's Sky. Kazuya88. I don't know if any of you have ever heard of him, but he supports Cobra. He's been on Cobra.
What's his name?
Kazuya88.
Yeah, I know who. Yep.
Yeah, he doesn't stream a lot, but he does do some streaming. So he's really cool. So check him out sometime. He's got some great videos on his page.
Awesome. So that
and one other streamer I'd like to kind of promo is Timothy Penguin. He doesn't do No Man's Sky, but he does do some Let's Plays.
Awesome.
So he's a good buddy of mine. I've known him for about 18 years. So
awesome. Yeah. Well, here's the thing I always tell people what you do is go to one of my videos and just say hey, and then put your channel in, and I will make sure that it gets spread all over the place. Hey,
right.
Foxhound, thank you for showing up a little late. All us foxes need to stick together in the den. Greetings from the top of the galaxy, travelers. Enjoy the journey. Thank you. You should check out my Discord, the Shardvixen's Den. We share arts and great things there. And so, anyway, I'll catch you all on the flip side, and I am out of here. Peace.
Night. Have a
all right.